right, we're live. First of many NBA live betting basketball shows this year. NFL winding down. We only got a month left. And I got the boys with me, Tyler, Spread, Joey, Work. Twatty will join us a little later on. What's going on, boys?
Not much, man. Hasn't been the best season start so far, but I'm excited to try and attack the live betting board. I've been messing with the routine, and tonight's adjustment, move back to the standing desk. So hopefully keep the blood flowing, making me feel like I'm at work, not being lazy in a leather chair, and ready to go. How you guys doing?
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Joey looking sharp with the gear. Did you
That's
get that
right.
from aisle 23?
I got my I've had this jersey for a little bit here, but I got to support my guy's pick there, Spread. So
all right, I like it.
I'm rocking my Phoenix jersey.
So, do you think the problem was blood flow to the leg spread? Is that
we're gonna find out, right? I mean, there's only one way to figure it out. I think maybe I got that real nice chair. It's real relaxing, and probably didn't put me in the mindset I needed to be in here to come out and get some work done. So going back to the roots, when we did our shows last year, I was using this desk, and then I think I got lazy.
I respect
the NFL
it.
season because you guys were carrying the load, so I just sat down, grabbed myself a nice chair, and let you guys carry us through the fall. But now it's time for me to get back to work, so I'm up and I'm here and I'm ready to go.
All right, Tyler, how's your day going, buddy?
About it. We're gonna try and dodge some bullets and see how much money we can try and hold on to tonight.
All right. So let's run down this NBA slate. We got 2 games started already: Houston and Indiana, Cleveland and Orlando. First nationally televised game: Boston and the Miami Heat. Right now, line is Heat -2.5. Total is 218. What do you think, Spread?
Yeah, so this was the game that I did the breakdown for the YouTube video. Actually went public. It wasn't just for subscribers, so everyone could have had a chance to see it. And this wasn't it was a fun game to talk about. I think there was many fascinating angles that we could look at and analyze from a betting perspective. But as far as attacking this game, I thought it was a pretty well-lined game. I like the Boston side. I'll take the 2.5 points, although you might as well just take the money line there because I don't know how many times it's going to fall within the number. So I do like Boston here, but here's what I wanted to basically get off, and start the show with. The landscape of the NBA has changed a lot since we had really been cleaning up. Now I know in the bubble, it wasn't the same because there's only one game at a time when we were on the air, so we were only watching one game. But before that, before the shutdown, we were so successful just hammering these numbers. We were killing it live. I mean, it was, really some of the best gambling of the year for me. And one thing that's different is those lines were so sharp then that when we were making our live bets, right? Once it moved really far off what the closing number was, we could feel safe, going the opposite way and that it would regress back to the closing number. Now it's not been the case. That I mentioned on the show this morning, over 20% of games have had a 20-point lead or higher. I mean, that's just that's an insane amount of basically lack of parity in the league. And before, we could count on a team coming back, especially like a good team, and that hasn't been happening this year. A lot of these games haven't been bouncing around. Those ARB spots aren't as plentiful anymore. We're seeing a lot more blowouts. A lot of that has been just factored into one, there not being a crowd. So the home teams, especially when they're less talented, aren't buoyed to make the comeback. And 2, the schedule is shorter, so coaches are quicker to wave the white flag. So you're less likely to see some starters out because they know how many games they have to play that week. So, hasn't been the best part, and I'm looking forward to doing some live betting. But I might be tentative here for a day or two while we kind of adjust to this new landscape of the NBA because the things we did last year, like just teasing the total. Like last year, if we had a +7, we would just say, okay, grab it at +14, things like that, 10 points higher. I don't know if they're going to work this year, how far these numbers have been falling off what they're closing at. So we're all going to be kind of doing this together, trying to figure out the way that we're going to be profitable, adjusting to the way the NBA's changed.
Thoughts on the total?
I lean the over, but it's wild because when I went over the games this morning, Boston is 4-1 to the over for their last 5. The Heat are 4-1 to the under, right? So it's almost like who dictates the game. For doing that pregame video, it sucks. For us as a live show, I think it's fantastic because we can kind of get a feel right off the bat and see who's going to dictate the game. Is it going to be a Boston game? If it's a Boston game, probably goes over. Is it going to be a Heat game? If it's a Heat game, it probably goes under. And I've been watching the last couple nights, and this is where I realized like how hard the live betting was. Like the old strategies just aren't there. They're not moving the lines as much during the first quarter. So I think we can get a feel and still get pretty close to the close, depending on what we see so far. So I lean to the over, but that's also because I lean that Boston's going to win this game. But it's very likely that we see a Heat resurgence here. And we know that this is the Heat team that knocked out Boston in, I think it was the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So they definitely proven they can beat this team before. Not to mention they're at full strength. There's no Kemba Walker. So even though I lean Boston, like it's definitely not one that I would have made a play, on a huge card. I just felt like breaking it down because it's a fascinating game, from a fan's perspective.
What do you think, T?
Yeah, I would take Boston here if I had to bet it.
What about?
Because I think they
Okay.
come in the same way Milwaukee did against Miami. They come in with that bad taste in their mouth from the playoffs and the bubble, and then they're going to want to come back and probably smack them around a little bit. I wouldn't mind like a first quarter or a first half look on Boston.
Does that make you also feel like
full game?
Does that make you feel like it probably goes over the total also?
Yeah, I do. I think it goes over. I mean, 218 is pretty low for these two teams. I mean, unless this game gets really slow, these two teams should both get 110 plus.
All right, I like it. Atlanta at home, 6-point favorite against Charlotte, total 232.5. Start with you, Tyler. What do you think about this game?
Which one was it?
Joe, if you have any, Joey, if you have any opinions, just jump in on any of these games.
Yeah,
I was saying Hawks right now -5.5. Tyler at home against Charlotte, total 232.5.
I'll probably lean Hawks in the over. I think their offense is too overpowered for Charlotte. They'll just run them off the floor. Trae Young should probably get 30 to 40 here against Graham and Rozier.
What do you think, spread?
Yeah, so I like the Hawks here a lot. I came up short with the Hawks as a pick, almost in the same similar situation a couple nights ago against the Knicks. And, Joey's here. I'm going to have to say it. Might have been wrong about this team. But the fact that Thibodeau allows basically there's no depth on the team, it doesn't matter. Randall's getting 44. Barrett's getting 42 minutes a night. So I should have known this, but it's made the team better than I thought. Regardless of me getting burned in that situation where the Knicks not only covered the 6-point spread, they won outright in Atlanta. I don't think that this Charlotte team is on the same level as the Knicks, and I think that Thibodeau's got the best out of this team. Borrego, the Charlotte coach, I don't think he's a bad coach, but I don't think that. Thibodeau's basically at his peak right now. This is the best he's ever going to be. I think Borrego can still grow as a coach, and tonight's one of the nights where you might see that he still has some learning to do.
Yeah, I think this is a great spot for the Hawks as well. They lost to Cleveland and the Knicks back-to-back. This is the fourth or third game of a road trip for Charlotte as well, so I'm just throwing it in there.
Yeah.
Our Knicks are playing hard, huh, Joe?
Oh, yeah. You love to see it. As Spread said, they really don't have much depth. They're playing about 7 deep, 8 deep at most. So Barrett and
Randall
are playing almost the whole game.
Yeah.
Barrett has the most miles ran this far by every NBA player, and Julius Randle is third in the whole league.
He looks Randall, man. I kind of wrote him off when he was over playing for the Lakers. He turned into a pretty nice player. Yeah,
because he's now confident passing the ball, and he's almost getting double-digit assists per game. And using the other people on the court is the only way to get better, and it's awesome.
And you talk about Thibodeau running guys into the ground, right? But what he's not getting credit for is the offense looks so much crisper. The guys know their roles, right? where they have an established pecking order and you could see the plays they're running, and then the increased pressure on the defensive end is getting them more transition, which of course opens up everything on the offensive end. So we're going to joke about Thibodeau running these guys into the ground, but I think that a lot of times people aren't really looking at the good things he's doing as well to get the results.
I mean, the team
starters.
The team is full of babies. I mean, they
Yeah.
should be able to run up and down the court all day long.
Right, exactly.
All right, so let's talk about the Knicks. Knicks at home against the Jazz. They're up 4-0 or 4-2 right now. And the Knicks are plus 6.5 live, and the total is 211.5. What are the three you think?
I'll go first. I mean, the Jazz have been very hard for me to handicap. I can't get on the right side of this team so far. Laid off last night. Our guy AP, who we talked about before we went on the air, who's on fire, gave it out in the RUNPURE Bets Discord. Hey, jump on the Nets plus 4.5. And I was kind of leaning the other way, but hey, he's been hot. I didn't really feel strong capping the card on my own, and I went with him, and that was a sweat-free cash. As Utah was down like 22-6, like in the first quarter, they came out flat. They didn't have effort. They didn't have intensity. I mean, you guys are telling me New York is shut down, but these guys are still coming in tired as heck. So you guys must have some cool underground clubs going on there or something, Joey. But yeah, I mean, these guys are still doing something. Regardless, so I'm having problems getting a handle on this Jazz team. I mean, they have so much talent, and their performances, which they've won, they've looked pretty good. But then other nights, they just don't show up. And for a coach that we give a lot of respect to, Quinn Snyder, and having his team prepared, and kind of a team that we like stereotype as being like that hardworking, type of team, they haven't showed that at all this year. So I would probably take the Knicks in this spot. The main worry is the Jazz get right spot, trying to maybe come back a little more focused after being embarrassed last night. But I would still take the Knicks, but I'm not really comfortable handicapping the Jazz right now.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just going to watch this game and then try to root for the Knicks. At the pregame number 8 is somewhat intriguing, but I can see the Knicks losing this game by 15 easily. They just had a big win the last game out. This could be definitely a letdown spot. Who knows how fresh the legs are? I know it's back-to-back for the Jazz, but they basically didn't play the whole fourth quarter. None of their starters really played the whole fourth quarter last night. They sat them, so I don't really take much into that. So I think this will get right. The Jazz probably win this game, probably by margin. So, but I'm off this.
Somebody viral asked, "Do we grab the Cavs live?" There's a Magic injury. I'm not sure. I don't have eyes on the game. Yeah,
Markel Fultz.
Markel Fultz.
Yeah, they're playing this game, boys. They didn't cancel the game. They're on the floor now. All right, Detroit and Milwaukee. Milwaukee at home. Oh, Tyler, any thoughts on the Knicks Jazz game?
I was stupid enough to get in front of AP's flamethrower yesterday and get involved in that Jazz game. So, and anytime I bet on the Knicks last year, I get fucked. So I'm staying the fuck away from that game.
Yeah, how about that? Like AP 28-10 to start off the NBA season, up 19 units. Anybody that wants to become a member over at RUNPURE Bets, you could use the promo code BETS25 off. Gets you 25% off the first week or month. It's $20 a week normally, $60 a month normally, but you would get a 25% discount using the promo code BETS25 off. Plus, we have a whole month of the NFL playoffs ahead. I can't wait for this weekend. We're going to crush, and that's my sales pitch. So, Milwaukee minus 11.5 at home against Detroit. Total 226.5. What do you think, Spread?
Just to answer Vilo's question, I think Terrence Ross will be okay as a backup, and I don't think we need to jump on the Cavs here. They're already up 6, so I don't really see a bunch of value there. And now we're getting into these interesting things where this is one of the games where my numbers, just say that you can't set the line high enough. And we basically, I think they had the situation last night, right? Because the final score last night, they covered last night. I think it was the same closer. Come on, computer. Let me pull it up so I can get the exact score. Last night, no, was this 2 nights ago they played? Anyways,
Yeah, good.
I don't really know how you can back Detroit in this situation. But I don't want to lay this much. No, they would have covered this 2 nights ago. So it came in at 240 total, 125 to 115. So the Pistons did actually keep it close. Regardless, I'm not really a big fan of this Detroit team and the way it's set up. I think the over would probably be the best look in this game.
What do you think, T?
Yeah, the only thing I bet here is the over. Nothing on the side.
What number did you get?
226.5.
Okay, that's what it is now. No opinion on the side? No opinion on the side?
Oh, he
Tyler?
must have frozen.
I think I'm losing you. My computer's fucking up. Yeah. Yeah, nothing on the side.
All right. It looks like Don Johnson took a shit on the Miami Heat uniforms.
So do you like it? People on Twitter love it, but also people on Twitter are about 20 years younger than me.
I mean, I enjoyed Miami Vice in its heyday. Anything on this Milwaukee game, Joe?
No, I got none.
All right, Pelicans at home -8 against Oklahoma City. Total 213.5. What do you think, spread?
Pelicans at home against OKC. So OKC's been a tough team for me. I thought that going into this year that they were going, because they had such a good group of defenders, that they would be a team that I'd want to be backing against the spread. They've really had problems adjusting on the offensive end of the ball. A lot of times the best way to approach it is if you want to fade OKC rather than lay the 8, just go team total under there. 8 seems about right. My numbers make it more, but you know how it is. I mean, once you get in the business of laying these numbers that are larger than that, it can get really dicey. You can end up having your game come down to reserves, where New Orleans has like an 18-point lead with 6 minutes to go, and they pull everybody, and then your spread comes down to guys that you didn't handicap at all. So I think the best look on that game would be Thunder team total under. You know what's crazy about the Pelicans, and I don't see this on the eye test at all. So sometimes you see stats and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Like Philly's the number 1 defense. Yeah, that makes sense. They defend pretty well, right? Embiid's a good rim protector, and they have strong perimeter defense. When I saw that New Orleans was in the top 5, that took me back. I didn't even have them as a top 10 defense. So it's early in the year, and maybe as the season goes on, these statistics will kind of, variate back to what we see. But I was really surprised at how well they're defending under Stan Van Gundy. So that's why I like the Thunder team total under here.
What do you think, Tyler?
That was a complete stay away from me for that game. I got nothing on that one.
All right, spread's got to play in the Phoenix-Toronto game. Just overall thoughts about that game, Tyler?
I like the Suns there. I think they get back on track here. Toronto looks like they're not the same team anymore. I think Devin Booker should be able to feast on that backcourt. They should be able to get right back on track.
What do you think about the total?
What's the number we're getting?
219.5.
Probably lean over.
Lean over. What do you think about the total spread?
I'm not sure. I mean, the only reason I really don't like the over there is if we get a total stinker on either side, I think it goes under, and there are chances to be a stinker. Now, from what I've heard, and this is fun, because of the way Arizona is, it's kind of a new party city for these players on the road, because when they go in, it's kind of like business as usual. Where they go to California or New York, everything's locked down. But I heard they're having a lot of fun in Phoenix here too, so we'll see if that has anything to do with it. So, I mean, I guess I lean under, but I didn't really have a strong side on the total. These totals have been so aberrant. They're not – remember last year they were really close to the closing numbers, and they're coming in 20 points off, like so often. It's just wild, and it even shows you how much variance there is on these back-to-backs. One game will be over by 20, the next game will be under by 15. So, I mean, that's why I'm so amazed at what AP's been able to do with the total so far. Because I'm looking at it like this is like I'm not seeing patterns, I'm really having problems making sense of it. And he's just out there like, nailing it like it's nothing. So I guess I lean under here, but I definitely not strong at all.
Sacramento at home against the Bulls. Kings are -7, total 228.5. What do you think, spread?
So this game to me comes down whether or not Tyrese Halliburton plays. He's actually one of the few two-way players, and give the organization that I like to just clown on and destroy credit for making a fantastic draft pick here. He plays great defense, and he's been a boon to the offensive end. So if he's out there, I don't want anything to do with this game. If he doesn't play again and you get basically Darren Fox and the band of no defending teammates, I'll take the Bulls because the Bulls have the offense to go ahead and keep up with them. My only worry would be that they're tired from putting up so many points in that win over Portland as a 10-point dog last night. So obviously that's a concern. But I think Sacramento's kind of like if Halliburton's in, you can play them. If he's out, you fade him. So that's where I am. It's a pretty simple handicap for Sacramento, but I'm really surprised at how much of an impact the young players made right away. And I'll give you news. He's still questionable right now, but that one doesn't tip off for a couple hours. So when it's official, we'll let everyone in the chat know if Halliburton's going to play.
What do you think, T?
I like the Bulls in that spot. I think Levine could keep it close, keep it within that 7. And I think it would probably go over because I don't see Chicago playing much defense, and Sacramento likes to get out and run.
So I was arguing with my buddy about this when we were working out yesterday. Who do you think's better right now, Levine or Fox?
Levine.
What about you, Joey?
It's tough. Levine, I watched him play a couple last games. He needs to work on his 3-point shot. If he friggin' mix that in, he's really good. Last night I watched the whole game last night, them play, and he didn't shoot well, but he was looking to pass a lot in that game, and he set up a lot of his teammates, got them open looks. That's why they beat Portland last night. But with that said, they played there. Obviously, they got 5 guys on COVID, so they have a short bench as it is, and they played a lot of minutes. Like, he barely came out of the game last night. Him and the 2 guard, or the 1 guard now, him, whatever.
Kobe White?
Yeah, both of them. They almost played the whole game.
Yeah, and that was kind of my worry for staying off. So I didn't have a play on that one. Because, like I said, originally I wanted to hit the Bulls, but they played a ton of minutes last night. And then I thought Halliburton was going to be out for longer. When I saw that he was questionable, I said, oh, hold up. And even then, though, do you want to lay 7 with this Sacramento team? I mean, like, I'm not one for it. I think, especially if Halliburton sits and they have no defenders, I mean, I would just play the over. I think even tired, they can score buckets on this team.
It's like did Jason Tatum grow multiple inches over the summer?
Yeah, did you hear that? He's like 6'10" now. He was like 6'7", 6'8" when he was.
I mean, yeah, the kid looks like a center now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's fantastic. And the Jaylen Brown's numbers, he's hitting like 60-something% for a 2-point range. And I think, as I said that, he just nailed another pull-up jumper. Another fun one, we talked about on the show I did this morning, Peyton Pritchard just finishing at 70% at the rim. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's like a good run for like Shaq or Olajuwon or someone. So a lot of these numbers for Boston aren't sustainable, and they still haven't been playing that well. So I think they're a fascinating team to get a handle on. I think they're kind of tough to bet on right now, but they look great so far.
All right, last game on the slate, Clippers on the road against Golden State. The Clippers are a 2.5-point favorite on the road. The total is 229.5. JSU had Kawhi Leonard in his core tonight. What do you think about this game, Tyler? You're on mute,
Tyler.
I think if Kawhi plays, they probably roll. I know he was questionable with rest, but I mean, with Paul George likely being out, I think they plug Kawhi back in.
What do you think about the total?
Probably lean over. Golden State's not the best defensive team, and they'll put up points in bunches themselves.
What do you think, spread?
Yeah, so this one is one that my whole video got screwed up on this morning because Kawhi hasn't played a back-to-back since it's been forever since he's played a back-to-back. I mean, he barely played him in Toronto. I don't think he played any for Los Angeles last year. So when I saw it was a back-to-back and he played last night, I just capped it like he was out. right? And so, and then one of my things when I was going to this game, I said, this is tough to make a pregame play on because I don't have, I've been trying to move in, especially on those individual breakdown videos, on how the rotation's going to look, who's been coming off the bench, where would be the good time to live bet the team, right? I didn't really know how the rotation was going to look with Paul George being out too. So when Kawhi first of all, it completely shocked me. So I didn't expect that he was going to play. It made me think that Paul George's injury is a little more serious than they're letting on, and they just don't want to fall behind and basically just treat the regular season all blasé last year and try and flip the switch because that didn't work. Makes me think that they're having a little bit of urgency to the regular season. That being said, when we did the show on Sunday, right, I told you that the Warriors had the worst net rating in the league besides one team. They were 29th just in net rating. They moved from minus 15 to minus 4 in 2 games. That's how crazy this year is because they blew out Portland. Steph dropped 62, and then they blow out the Kings 2 nights ago, right? So they are back on track. Draymond Green is a huge help to that team. He's getting them, out in transition, and then he just knows how to get Steph the ball on the offensive end. So AP had it right on this one. We should have grabbed 5 last night. I assumed that they were going to bake it into the line and it wouldn't move when Kawhi was announced out. But it moved back to 1.5. I think it might be back. What do you see it at right now? Did it move all the way back to 5?
What game?
I got
plus 3. I got a plus 3.
Yeah, I got 2.5.
Yeah, if you got the 4.5 and the 5, I love Golden State there. Plus 3, it's kind of whatever, but I don't know. I think I do kind of like Golden State, kind of trying to make a statement. Coming back, and I think that Draymond's giving him that energy, and this is the most energetic I've seen him during the regular season since the year that they won 73 games. What do you think, Joey? This is a pretty fun one.
Yeah, I watched them play like the last 2 games too, and they definitely fun to watch. It feels like the old time Warriors, but this is quite intriguing. So Paul George is not going to play. Is that the idea?
It's questionable right now. Let me go ahead and check these fantasy sites and see if I can find something.
I mean, they lost to the Spurs last night. I'm not sure how many minutes the guys played or not. I did watch a little bit of the game, but I wasn't fully vested into it. But
when they said Leonard was gonna play, my assumption was that meant that Kawhi would not. I mean, when they said Leonard was gonna play, that Paul George would not, because I would think that they would just keep him on his rest if they had George there to carry the offense. But I think it kind of gave him a sense of urgency, and I don't think I have an official word yet. Everything is still questionable. I guess all these players, because I'm going back to this since before the show started. I haven't seen any news come out during the show.
I guess this
last thing I saw is 3 hours ago, but Kawhi was not on the injury report. But I don't know why it says rest. I don't know. Maybe they just assumed like I did. So how I'm capping this game right now is George will play, Leonard won't.
Yeah.
I mean, Leonard will play, George won't.
George won't. Yeah.
Leonard will play, George won't.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just kind of just wait and see. If I got the number 5, I'd probably be happy with that with the Warriors. But at 2.5, I'll probably just stay off. Maybe get some live, but I'm interested to see how that game goes.
Oh, so you're saying that you would probably?
I would have taken the 5.
Oh, okay. But the line's 2.5. You're saying it'll be 5 if Kawhi and George don't play?
No. AP posted it last night before any of this news. He took the Warriors getting 5.
Oh, gotcha.
Thinking that there would be steam when one of them would be announced out.
Gotcha. I know that you guys liked the Hawks. They got off to a slow start. They're down 23-9, and they're like plus 6.5 live. Do you think that's too short of a number?
No, I like that number.
I like it too. They were like 6-point favorites. So that's 12-point difference.
Yeah, that's like a 12.5-point swing because they're down 15.
Do you want to make that our first NBA play on the live show of the year? Get something on the bottom? I'm in for it. I just placed it myself.
I'm down if you guys. The only reason I bring it up is because you all like the Hawks to cover the game.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, Corey. He's struggling offensively, so look for him to pass more tonight. I have the game on right here. I've been watching the whole time. Julius Randle has been struggling offensively, so I would expect him to get his teammates more involved.
How about did you guys expect the 76ers to start off this hot?
Yeah, I gave out the Sixers. As far as the season?
Yeah.
No, I thought that Rivers would take a little longer to implement the system. But this is a team that's been beset by injuries throughout, the last couple of years, and they've been pretty healthy. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Not to mention Rivers' scheme is so much. It just looks so much more fluid. They're doing what they need to do. He's using Harris in the pick and roll correctly. Josh Richardson never, for whatever reason, he never gelled with his team. Because he was a good defender, but he just didn't provide that offensive gravity that he was providing in Miami. Now you're replacing with Seth Curry, who Rivers has to hide on defense, but he's been on fire from the offensive end. So I guess I am slightly surprised. I thought it would take a little longer, but at the same time, I've always kind of been bullish on this Philadelphia team as long as they stay healthy. And hopefully to get one right. And of course, it's only second quarter, so you never win yet. But I did give out Sixers -6 in the Discord pick section, so hopefully this game will continue on the result that it is right now, even after a 5-0 run. Or might have been a 7-0 run right now. We're still at 14 with the Sixers.
Are they the only team in the league that has one loss?
Lakers have 2. Yeah, I think they are. I'd have to double check.
There's Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Okay, Tobias Harris.
I mean, Bradley Beal has half the points for that team. He's got. 30.
Well, yeah, and when you have a points prop going against the Wizards, who number one get most of their shots up within 10 seconds of the shot clock, and number two barely defend. I mean, I don't think they have. Their best defender is what you consider an NBA average defender. Most of them are net negative at their position when you use the defensive ratings. So. You can never count out a prop against the Wizards unless your guy's on the bench.
Yeah, wow. Bradley Beal has 29 in the
32.
Jesus Christ.
He's 4 or 5 from deep.
Yeah, cue the blowout where the starters sit for the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Because here it comes.
Bro, it's just amazing that NBA teams are hanging 85 points in the first half. I mean, the 1995 Knicks team averaged 90 points per game.
Yeah. I mean, back then the over-unders were 204 for a higher scoring game, 194 and 195. And then when the playoffs started, when the Knicks would play the Pacers, it would dip down in the 180s, 170s.
77 points they have with 50 seconds to go in the first half. That's amazing. Yeah, all right, T. Harris has 10. We're here.
What do you need him total for? What is it at?
20 and a half. He's halfway there.
Yeah. So we got to get it quick in this third quarter because, I mean.
Why? You think it's about.
Lead balloons are not going to play.
It's only 12 right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's only 12. You think it's blowout city?
I mean, Bradley Beal stopped scoring. This game's going into blowout city. The moment he gets tired, this game's over.
Well, I mean,
we hit a 3. If they score here, it's going to be 9.
Well, if that's the case, should we take the 76ers -10? Or is Bradley Beal going to score 60 tonight?
I don't think he's scoring 60.
I don't think he's scoring 60 either. But somebody else will score. I mean, Westbrook could score.
What was the closing line?
Colin Sexton hurt.
Does anybody remember what the closing line was in that game?
-6.
It was 6.
Yeah.
What's
I don't
up?
know what it closed at. That's what I gave it out at this morning, and I didn't hit an overnight either. That was like right after I finished the show, so like 10 a.m. my time, your time, 1 p.m. your time. Hey, Twatty.
What's up,
Yeah,
Twatty?
what's up, guys? We enjoying our NBA slate?
Love it.
Everyone's so excited.
Tyler's coming in hot tonight, Twatty.
Yeah.
What's that mean? You grumpy?
He just hates the sport of basketball right now.
I'm gonna bet on dodgeball or something.
It happens. I think I've lost 8 of my last 12 college basketball games, so I'm in a little funk there. So,
Well, that means you're due.
yeah, well, coming off a huge streak before that, but we got to get that streak back going again.
Kenny said, "What is going on in Washington, D.C.? It's a dumpster fire, bro. That's what's going on."
Yeah, this is positive vibes only. We're not going to talk about that.
I'm a big fan of Joey's positive vibes.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bro.
Big positive vibe guy. Yeah, so it looks like the line closed at like Heritage closed at 7. Bet Online closed at 6.5. Right now the line is 10.5 up 15, I guess, at halftime. What was appealing to you and Joey on the college basketball slate, Joe and Twatty?
My favorite play is Central Arkansas minus 7.5.
And that's the one that you put out and we retweeted, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. I tailed that one just because it was on my Twitter feed. I couldn't help it.
Did that game start yet?
It did.
Fuck, I would
5 minutes in. Started at 8.
I would have retweeted it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Minnesota. I spent at least an hour on that game today. Minnesota and Michigan. That's a nice primetime game there. Two good programs. I think they only have two or 3 losses between them. And I think we have some value in the. Let's see what time it. Yep, that started. So we have some value in that Minnesota team total over. So that was my play. It was only like 71 or something. Both those guys get up and down the floor. Minnesota actually makes 22 free throws a game. They're number 1 in the country. They're both going to push it. I just can't see them not getting a little bit over 70 in this game. So, and Michigan will run with them.
What other games?
Yeah, I mean, I looked at some other ones too. I'm going to pull it up. I made some personal plays too. We can go over.
Wichita State plus 12. That game started as well. I posted that in Discord too.
Let me just get some things up here. I took Arkansas. I'm sure I was the only one in the world. And I took Arkansas in the over, which I know I'm the only one in the world who took that. But I'm cool with it the way it's looking right now. Arkansas and Tennessee, everyone thought it was going to be an under. I think it's going over personally, boys. So, the Baylor, I believe, plays tonight. Let me see what I got going on with Baylor.
Oh, do they? All right. Who are they playing tonight?
Creighton plays tonight. All my teams play tonight.
Baylor at Oklahoma at Baylor at 9.
What's that line, Joe?
Baylor minus 11.
Yeah, I'll have some stuff on that as well here in a minute. But
Zags are laying. Oh no, that's tomorrow. That is tomorrow. Yeah, Baylor minus 10.5 at FanDuel. What do you guys think about that game?
I haven't looked. I'll look at it tomorrow. But what's the situation? Who they play? Where is it?
No, I'm talking about Baylor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Gonzaga.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Baylor minus 10.5.
Yeah, I mean, I have Baylor, probably covered. I mean, I didn't like enough to to give it away, but I have Baylor, covering this. They're a better team, 1 through 5. Well, frankly, 1 through 10. Oklahoma's got 2 really nice guards. Baylor's got 3 nice guards and 2 nice big men. And they'll just lock you down on defense. Oklahoma doesn't really play that good at defense. Baylor plays suffocating defense. So yeah, I mean, big lean Baylor there. Again, I didn't give that out, but give me a second.
Yeah, good.
I'm just pulling
Joey,
up DraftKings.
what?
I was just pulling up DraftKings, so I want to look at the games.
Oh, okay. Joey, Duke's playing Boston College, laying 11.5 at home. What do you think about that game?
They should win. That number scares me all the way, though. Boston College could easily stay in that game, lose by 7, 6, and cover. I mean, Duke's due for a blowout, but I don't see it coming.
So back to that. I do have a little sneaky play here with Wake and the over. Wake Forest and Virginia. I'll take the 14 against Virginia and the over. Wake Forest has been a very efficient offensive team, and frankly, Virginia's wanting to score a little bit more this year, and their defense hasn't been as good. They're giving up almost a point possession this year with Virginia is incredible. So I can see that going over the 123 and give me 14 points and a total of 123. I mean, Wake's played pretty good this year, and Virginia hasn't been as good this year. So I was on Wake and the over there.
Do you want me to put one of those at the bottom?
Oh yeah, you can.
Which one?
I would say it's 123. I would say let's take the over in the Wake Virginia game. Now, obviously, the Zags are a bad example, but the Zags hung like 100 on them. I mean, this is Virginia, who's known for their defense. They gave up 100 points this year. So let's go with the over 123. Bringing in Hauser has really helped their offense too. So yeah,
Okay.
over that minus 110.
You got 123.5 or 123?
I got 123.
Okay.
And I like Seton Hall tonight, and everyone knows I love Creighton. But they're not a bad team, but their numbers are a little inflated. I don't want you to put this as a personal play, but I took Seton Hall +6 against Creighton tonight. Creighton at home, I would never bet against, but they just haven't been looking right this year. Seton Hall's been playing well, so that's kind of a sneaky pick.
Any of you guys like the Johnnies today?
I usually will take an over, so, but Xavier, no, yeah, I don't like anything in that game. Yeah, against Xavier.
What did you give out, Joe, in that Wichita game?
Wichita +12.
All right.
Here's the other one that I really like, and I'll have to see what the team total is, but the implied would be about 80. 80.5 for Baylor. I've been real hesitant in league play to give out overs because it just seems like everyone's D'ing the fuck up. But 80 against Oklahoma, Baylor should do. Baylor should put up 80 against almost anybody, especially against Oklahoma. So, I'd be cool if you want to do a half unit on that to keep it exciting in the chat.
80.5.
Yeah. 110 over Baylor.
If you see anything, Joe, that you want me to put on the bottom, let me know.
All right.
Baylor team total over 80.5 minus 110. Boston looks good early against the Heat.
Yep, and there's that Louisville, Virginia Tech going under, no doubt.
Yeah, we're hanging in there. JJ gave out one college play today. I think it was Louisville minus 4.
4, yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, both those teams a little offensive challenged. I looked at that under all day and just didn't pull the trigger. It's unfortunate. Arkansas is still beating Tennessee. It's nice.
Man, those Miami Heat jerseys are busy, boy. Holy Christ.
Yeah, like they were taking like shots, pictures
They
last
were?
night where it looks like there's 3 different teams playing because one you get like the blue and then the pink and then the white all out there. It looks like they're all playing 21 or something.
So what happened to Colin Sexton? I heard Tyler said he got hurt.
I didn't see that. I don't have that game on. I was watching the Wizards game, and I had I got the Celtics game and the Hawks game on right now. I will check and see if I can get any news off Twitter.
Yeah, Kurt, they just gave up the lead. I mean, Tennessee's tough. If the Arkansas can hang in there, that'll be a good showing on the road.
I don't see it on Fantasy Labs. I'm gonna go check and see if I can go to like a team.
He came up limping off the last free throws he took before halftime.
Oh, so that's why I don't have any. Halliburton's in. That takes me.
Him and Dotson were the last 2 healthy guards on the Cavs rotations, and they both got hurt before halftime.
So who's gonna run their point guard then?
They'll probably, I don't know if he's out for the game. They haven't said anything, but we'll see if he still got that drive to the
I'm
basket.
gonna look up their roster right now and think who they got.
Bradley Beal's got 43 fantasy points at halftime.
Jesus.
Did you do a lineup today?
I put in 2, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
He's set up in the perfect offense to just go off all year.
My guess is I have Delavadova or Exum run the point.
Both are out already.
They're both out.
Yeah. Exum's done for like a month and a half, and Dellavedova still isn't playing.
Unbelievable. So what do? You run Cedi Osman out there?
I guess. Unless
The only
one
ones
of them
I've
two
seen
can
that
still
have
go.
minutes. Who's L. Stevens?
I don't know who that is.
Let me see.
It's got to be some like lower guy.
Lamar Stevens
He's a power forward who
from
is
Penn State.
Yeah, so he
Oh,
can't
yeah.
run the point.
Yeah.
I mean, right now on their bench they've got Drummond, Okoro. He can't play point. McGee and Stevens. I think you have to run Cedi Osman as your point there. Boy, it's funny. Viral was talking about hitting the Cavs. It's almost like the other way now. I don't know how they stay in this game. That's going to be interesting. What is the live line on that game? Off the board.
But Markel Fultz was hurt as well, right?
Yeah, but it's like they can just have Terrence Ross run point. Remember, that's why I said don't take because at that point the Cavaliers were up by 6. And so I was like, well, you're not going to get a number. And it's not like Terrence. I mean, obviously, like, he's not as good, but Markel Fultz is still, I mean, like, he's not, like, that good,
True.
And Terrence Ross is fine. And in fact, well, Fultz gives you more upside, especially, like, if you're thinking from daily fantasy perspective. Ross isn't going to make any mistakes. And he can run them and get them into their sets. just fine, and then like Gordon, Vukovic, and these guys just work one-on-one from there. Or they even have Cole Anthony out there. And he can run your offense too. So, yeah, I didn't think that's his biggest loss. It's just the fact that they already had so many of their playmakers hurt. So, yeah, because I was just going off the box score, and CBS, they have Dellavedova still on there, Garland and Porter. But, yeah, I know that Garland and Porter didn't suit up at all. Anna Myers says, looks like Sexton's warming up. So, let's go ahead and
Good.
yeah. -6.5. Yeah, if Sexton's back out there, Uriel 6.5. That's on a 6-point game. That's fine. Yeah, and looks like he is on the court, huh?
Jay, how many points you got in your fantasy team right now?
Right now I have 2 guys going, and I have 47 with 2 guys.
You did a lot of late guys.
Yeah, I got Brogdon. He's got 25. And I got Sabonis. He's got 18 so far.
Actually, I'm interested in that game. How's is there the score on there?
Which one?
How's Indiana doing against Houston?
62-56.
Yeah, that was one I didn't want to get in front of the flamethrower. I leaned the Pacers, but I saw the flamethrower was on Rockets. I said, okay, no touch for me. Yeah, 3-point game, yeah.
I got Lou Williams, Zach LaVine, Buddy Hield, Otto Porter, Kawhi, Sabonis, Thad Young, and Rashawn Holmes on one. The other one I got Rashawn Holmes, Serge Ibaka, Sabonis, Ingram, Otto Porter, Buddy Hield, Zach LaVine, Pat Bev, and Brogdon.
All right.
One of these days, Joe.
Yeah, I'm in. I got 2 lineups in too.
How many points you got?
108.
How many guys?
5. Brogdon, Sexton, Terrence Ross, Sabonis, Tobias Harris.
Okay. Man, that Sabonis is a fucking machine, huh?
Yes.
LaMelo Ball's just cooking, Adam said. Yeah, I didn't have him in. I'll tell you what, though, Tyler was right about that Lonzo Ball jump shot. It looks so much better.
Yeah. Man needs to work with his brother.
I couldn't believe it.
Oh, no, that guy, the Pro Football Doc, tweeted that it might be an ACL tear for Fultz.
It didn't look good.
Yeah, that sucks.
Is that Sacramento?
No, Fultz is on the Magic.
Yeah.
Lonzo over 11.5 looking good, Scotty said. All right.
What do you do?
Oh, wow. Fultz went off in a wheelchair, huh? G-Sauce had 5-point game in Louisville.
All right, let's go.
It's coming down to the wire. Come on, Louisville.
So we never actually talked about the Eagles and what the fuck they did.
How about that, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
How about jumping off sides?
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you mean jumping off sides?
well, it was what, 4th and whatever, and they were about to get off the field, and they jumped off sides and gave them first down.
Purposely?
The coach probably told him to do it.
Joe, did you hear that there were Eagle players on the sidelines like
Pissed?
stop? Yeah, they were like a couple of them like went after with Dougie P. They went after.
I believe it. Fucking Jalen Hurts was pissed off. You can see him if you see his mouth, most of the time he just keeps saying like, "This is bullshit." Like, he looks really pissed.
I agree that they shouldn't have pulled him, but in fairness, wasn't he 7 of 27?
Yeah, he also ran the 2 touchdowns in. Like he was making plays. His numbers might not reflect it, but if you watch the game, he was fucking making plays. He kept them in the game.
Oh yeah, I would have never put in the whatever his name.
Sudfeld, he's been on the fucking team for 4 years. They're giving him a look. He's been on the team for 4 years. You watch him every day.
Come on, Joe. They were giving him a look, bro.
Look my ass.
Now, what do you remember what the score was when they pulled Hurts?
Yeah, it was a 3-point game. They went for it on 4th down. If they kick the field goal, they're tied.
I mean,
they went for it on 4th down. Hurts pussyfooted it, so he didn't reach the end zone because otherwise that would have been a touchdown. They would have been in the lead. And then afterwards, they got the ball back and they were like, "Oh, let's switch the fucking quarterback."
Yeah, that's crazy. In what world is Sudfeld better than Jalen Hurts?
Well, in the tanking world.
They wanted to give him a look, Twatty.
Yeah, they wanted to pick 3. They wanted to pick 6 rather than 9.
Is that really what it came? You know what? I have mixed feelings about.
That's what it came down to, Jay. Was that defensive offsides? They jumped offside.
I have mixed feelings about the whole thing. Like, if I'm a Giants fan and I'm watching that, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I mean, you can't even give me a fair shake. Like, just play the game like it's meant to be played, right? On the other hand, they're a 6-win team that had multiple opportunities to win a couple more to get into the playoffs. So we're
beyond that, though.
But it's really hard. It's hard to cry foul when you're a 6-win team.
I'm crying foul as an NFL fan, not as a Giant fan.
You're saying
they fucking flexed that game to Sunday night.
In the spirit of competition?
You're going to show this in front of the whole audience. Everybody, this is the only game on that everyone's watching, and we're watching this guy tank in the fucking 4th quarter, takes his quarterback out, sits his fucking other quarterback, and brings in Joe Smo. It's just bullshit. Just let him play it out. Jalen Hurts, if he wins the game, he wins the game. They're fucking still going to fuck up the draft pick if they pick 6 or 9.
Yeah, I mean, I would be upset. Like, if I was the Jets trying to get into the playoffs, even if they were a 6-win team, I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, but if somebody said to me, settle the fuck down, Jay, win more than 6 games, it would be hard for me to argue that.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, the Giants should be bitching, but it's like a league-wide thing. I fucking, between the shit happening today and the fucking Giants, I probably unfollowed 100 people on Twitter.
And then the flip side of it, right, is it did no good. If Philly's just looking out for them, it did no good. They would have hurt themselves by winning that game. Like, they would rather have, pick 6 than pick 9. So I guess I kind of understand that too.
Yeah, if that's the case, let Sudfeld start the fucking game. Let him play the whole fucking game. If you don't want to win, you're gonna pull him like the last 7 minutes of the game when you know you got a chance to win. That just makes the whole thing look terrible, even worse for the whole NFL. It just makes everything look worse.
I mean, this same situation kind of happened a couple of years ago with Cincy and Baltimore.
Yeah, but it's like under the rug. It was on a Sunday game, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, Baltimore was like trying to get in the playoffs since he actually played the game and beat them and kept them out.
That's what I'm saying. The whole fucking big thing, to flex it to Sunday night, it just made it even worse. Oh, yeah, Corey, we'll get him back. Don't worry. I'm going to piss on one of my friends' fucking
oh, no. Joey's coming in hot.
Cereal.
Oh, my God.
Just makes me hate the Eagles that much more.
I already hear the oh, my gods from Twatty, which makes me think that Minnesota game started.
El Capo's here. What's up? El Capo's talking about the WWE. Coming in with a bang.
El Capo had Sudfeld plays plus 100,000.
Yeah, El Capo.
Go ahead, El Capo.
Good shit, El Capo, you clown.
Joey, we crying like, settle down. Can we settle down? El Capo, you're my guy, bro. Come on. Don't treat my guy.
I saw your guy made a nice comment on you on Twitter.
El Capo?
No, one of your guy that you don't like, Millennium Goddess, made a nice comment on Twitter about you.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said keep up the good work.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
You feel bad now?
Yeah, Corey.
Do I feel bad now? I'm willing to let bygones be bygones with Millennium Goddess. Corey, El Capo
I'm
can
with
catch
Corey.
these hands too.
Yeah.
Kawhi's playing it. He's looking good in shoot around. He said, "Fuck the back-to-back. I'm in."
Yeah, well, Paul George ain't playing, so they need whatever they can get.
Yeah.
Look at El Capo. How many times has Joey Work hit 100-1 bet?
Paul George is playing too. I just got the notification.
Really?
And
Is he
Marcus
really?
Morris.
And Marcus Morris. Holy
So are
hell.
we laying the 2.5?
Yeah.
All right. I'll put that at the bottom.
El Capo, he won $1,000 this weekend. I feel like every time you come in the chat, you win $1,000, bro.
Listen, I'll go on record by saying, in my 22 years of sports betting, I have never hit 100-1 in my life. So I'll go on record there.
Oh shit.
All right, yeah, we'll put the Clippers minus 2.5 down there. Tyler and spread, you like that if they're all playing?
I don't mind that look. I don't think spread's here right now.
Did they end up losing last night?
Count that.
Clippers?
Yes.
Yeah, they lost by
outright.
3.
Yeah, all right.
Bro, he hits 12 teamers all the time. Look, bro. This guy is the GOAT. I should just bow, get on my knees. Holy hell. I don't need to see your bullshit tickets, bro.
El Capo, first of all, how do you not know my social media? That hurts my feelings to begin with.
He's fake, man. Knicks battle back there to close out the quarter on about 12-4 run. So made it respectable here at halftime.
What are they down? 10, 12?
I think a little more. 13 maybe, 12 or 13.
All right. Oh boy, I just got that in. They took that Clippers game off the board.
Yeah, it's gonna come back out at like -7.
Oh, yeah. You'll love to see it. Let's go.
Oh shit.
What happened in Louisville?
Oh shit, I don't know.
They're up by 2.
How much time?
6 seconds.
Oh, we need a 3.
Wichita State looking good early.
DraftKings pulled that game off the board too.
Yeah, I'm sure most of them did.
Let's see if Bet365 still has it on. Yeah, Bet365 changed the line to 4. All right.
It's a 1-point game.
P. Perez, the Kawhi's playing, Paul George is playing, and Morris is playing.
If the line's still up, I would hit it.
Yeah, we literally just got it in at the last second at 2.5.
Yeah, for real, El Capo. No need to come in here and start calling out other people. You can talk shit to me, but no need to call out other people.
Come on, Louisville.
I think he made the first, missed the second, game over. They won by 2.
Ugh. We can't catch a fucking cold, man.
Comes around.
Yeah, it does. I'm excited about this 6-game NFL slate, though, boys. This weekend.
Yeah, it's exciting. The
Looking
next
forward
game
to
both days. Yep.
So what? That's 3. Are they doing 3 per day?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to be football all day, all night. You got to love that.
Yep.
And Jay, you went over 20 units in the NFL, right?
21.2 now on the sheet, but on the year like 54, and just in the NFL. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I really can't wait until the weekend. I can't wait to watch these games. We won't be on for all 3 games, like both days, but I'm going to try to do 2 out of 3 each day, and then let you guys hop on whichever ones that you want to hop on with me. But I'm gonna. What sucks is, like, I was figuring do Saturday do the second and third game. But the best game of the day on Saturday is that first game, that 1:00 game, the Bills-Colts game. That's the first game on Saturday. And then I think the best game on Sunday is the first game too, isn't it? Is that Titans-Baltimore game? Yeah. Fuck me, man. Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I'll be on as much as I could be. We got one more week, Joe. No UFC, and then we're back strong, baby.
Yep.
Who's the co-main, or who's the other guys on that McGregor card? Anything good?
Well, the first
Michael Chandler.
The first card back, I think, is the Max
Calvin Kattar.
Holloway. Yeah, Max Holloway, Calvin Kattar. Is
Nice.
It's on ABC.
It's on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, because they're affiliated with ESPN.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
And I also think that one of those cards is at like noon, right? They're doing 3 cards in 1 week.
Oh, fuck, I got to go buy an antenna? Like it's 1982 to watch this fucking thing?
Yeah. This next weekend, the prelims start at noon on ESPN Plus, and then the main card is on ABC. The week after that, Wednesday at noon. Oh my God.
Viral, that's a good one.
Wednesday at noon?
Wednesday at noon.
No, 9 a.m. Wednesday at 9 a.m. prelim, and then noon. UFC Fight Night, Michael Chiesa, Neil Magny. There's
What date is that?
Wednesday. They're doing Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Joe.
What number day?
20th.
That's not good for me.
Dude, when I was young, parents used to not get cable because they didn't want their kids corrupted by what was on cable at the time. And now they're going to have UFC on ABC. That's crazy.
At 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Not just UFC 20. They're going to send 2 guys in there. They're going to beat the shit out of
20
each
years
other.
ago, that would be like, yeah, that wouldn't fly.
So I guess this is happening because they're back at Fight Island. So they're on Abu Dhabi time. So you're going to have the first time next weekend starts at noon, main card at 3. Then Wednesday starts at 9 a.m., main card at 12. And then the following Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday, UFC 257, McGregor Poirier. That will be like normal, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then the main card starts at 10 o'clock at night.
You know what I watched last night? Speaking of this, I watched Poirier Hooker last night. Oh, what a battle.
Poirier Hooker is that's a good one. Yeah, Dan Hooker's fighting Michael Chandler.
Man, that's got to be a good fight.
That's on the McGregor card.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got one play on the spreadsheet already in the main event of the second card, that Wednesday card. I haven't put anything on for this coming. Has anything even piqued your interest, Joe? For this coming, for the first one?
Yeah, I got to do some more homework on the smaller fights, but I've looked at a couple of them. Yeah,
I hate to go against Max Holloway, but in a 5-round fight, I'm a little interested in Calvin Kattar at like plus 150.
yeah, I agree.
Because he would have beat Zabit if that was a 5-round fight. Like the tide turned in that fight. He won that 3rd round clearly, and if there would have been a 4th and a 5th round, I think Kattar would have beat Zabit. I don't know, but like the only people that Holloway has lost to was Volkanovski twice, and he might not have lost that second Volkanovski fight. He might have won that fight.
True.
And then before Volkanovski, it was Poirier, right? So, I mean, those are like the only 2 guys he's really lost to, lately anyway. I don't know what to make of that main event. I can't wait to watch it, though.
Tobias has 17.
Jesus.
All right, Tyler. 4 more.
So Tyler, what's going on with this Christian Wood guy? I went to go buy some cards of his, and they were all like $300 fucking. Is he just like he's just been killing it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 20-10 the last like 8 games. I mean,
Jesus, out of nowhere on that guy, huh?
He was on Philly's roster with Embiid and all them, and they just Brent Brown never played him. There's stories of him telling guys in the locker room, like, what does Coach Brown see in these guys that he doesn't see in me? He's like, I'm 10 times better than these guys. Guy finally gets a chance, and I'll look at him.
True. I saw that.
I probably like Baylor. Kurt would be for me anyway.
Wood has been in JSU's core a few times in the last couple of weeks.
I think that's the best partner Harden's had in Houston. Better than Russ, better than CP3. Not as a player, but at fits next to Harden. It's probably the best guy that's been next to him.
Yeah, Kurt, everyone thought this game was going under. Still may, but it's a lot more points than people thought. I had Arkansas on the over. That's going to come down to the end.
Get on my level. You got tickets to prove. I mean, El Capo's coming in hot.
He's a clown, dude.
Is there a hockey guy in DFS? I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the guys. What's his name? It's like fucking.
Is it Matty Ice?
Yeah, Matty Ice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ingram is having a quiet day. Like, could we get it going a little, Brandon?
Tyler, what do you think of our Steelers this weekend? I just think the Browns aren't going to be able to move the ball at all. What do you think about that? Mute.
Oh, Tyler. Oh, no, Tyler. Oh,
If they
no.
fucking lose, I'm going to find me a new team. They have no business losing to a team that doesn't have their best offensive lineman. Their head coach is coaching from a fucking camera. And Cam Hayward's going to be getting blocked by a 4-string lineman.
That's going to be a problem for him because Cam goes into beast mode and just takes over games, and that could happen.
Again, but our offense could just go in full shutdown mode, and we're fucked.
Yep. Did you see how nice Rudolph's deep ball was last week? He throws a nice deep ball. I wish Ben could.
I got into a big argument with a couple people about this, Twatty. The first ball he threw down the sideline to Deontay Johnson, the one that was on the right side, that was literally a chuck and prayer.
I don't recall it, but
he was getting closed in. He had like a half a second to throw the ball. It looked like he closed his eyes and just threw it as far as he could, and he went right down as he let it go.
Right.
They showed his face when he stood up. He's like giving his fist bump. He's like,
yeah.
He's relieved. The second one, yeah, he definitely threw that one, put it on the money. That first one, though, he just fucking threw it and crossed his fingers. And said, please.
Well, what are you going to do if someone's bearing down on you? I think I remember that throw. He didn't even get at the top. He hit the guy's helmet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kenny says, we doing 3 straight days of shows Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, Kenny, that's why we're not going to be on Thursday or Friday at all, because that college football national championship game is Monday night. We'll definitely be on for that. But there won't be anything tomorrow or the day after. Patrick says, I think that pleaser may hit. 10-1 odds are great. Let's hope. That'd be nice.
Yeah, let's go.
Diego wants 500 El Capo Suck shirts. He'll buy them all and hand them outside to the homeless. Holy Christ.
You know, Capo's just in here bashing everybody. He ain't got no friends.
Boys, I think Baylor comes to play tonight. They look like shit against, frankly, kind of a bad team at Iowa State. I think they could put it on Oklahoma. I think that one starts pretty soon. I'll be watching that one.
It's not 100-1, so it don't matter. It matters to me. I'll take that 10-1.
Hey Joey, did you see Shaq retweeted that like Lakers super Twitter fan that called Rudy Gobert Baguette Biombo?
No, I didn't see that.
That might be one of the funniest things I heard in a while.
So Bradley Beal has 52, and I don't even think the fourth quarter started yet.
Does he really?
53 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third.
Clearly, he heard us talking at halftime.
Yeah.
We were like, you're not going for 60, bitch.
He's going for 60, maybe 70.
He might go for 70.
Yeah, the rest of the team is 44. He's got 52.
Terrible start by Minnesota. Shocker.
More.
Oh no! Oh man, we need this Tobias Harris to score 4, and we need this Minnesota team total.
Tobias,
I mean, they have 7 points in 7 minutes, and they're one of the best offensive efficiency teams in the country. So there's that.
I need it like I need my blood right now. What's Harris at?
18 still.
All right, he's got a whole quarter.
17. Yeah, and they're only down 11, so he should stay in. He's in right now, so.
I like it. Did the Phoenix game start yet? Not yet, right?
No. Probably soon, though, right? 9, maybe?
I'm on the train,
I
spread.
think it's going to be 10.
10?
Yeah.
I'm on the train.
All right, let's do it.
So what are your general thoughts? Go around the table about these NFL games. Start with the Colts and the Bills. What do you think, Joe?
Give me the points.
Who do you think wins the game like just wins the game?
I mean, I guess I gotta take the Bills, but I think it'll be close.
What do you think about the total?
The total's what?
51.
51. I won't be surprised if it went over.
I don't know how it doesn't go over.
Yeah.
I mean, they put up 56, 49, and 38 the last 3 weeks, the Bills. I really don't know how it doesn't go over. That could definitely make the sheet.
Like that.
Twatty, what do you think about Colts Bills? Bills minus 6.5, total 51.
Right now, I would lean Bills. I would wait for a 7 on the Colts, but the Bills right now are unstoppable. And I would look at an over 51 there. I mean, both offenses are playing well. I guess the Colts have been scuffling in the second halves of their last 2 games, but they've been scoring pretty much all year. Bills have been scoring at will, so I would look for an over. And maybe this, I'd probably have the Bills covering the 6.5. If it gets to 7, I may go the other way.
The Colts running game, they're running with a lot of confidence right now. They look better now the last month than they have all year. And the Bills defense can't fucking stop anybody. So I think that they're both going up and down the fucking field all day long. Tyler, what do you think? 6.5, 51.
The Colts are going to Arrowhead next week.
So you're calling.
Oh, I love it.
You're
I
calling.
love it too.
What you just said, their running game has gained a lot of confidence. How are you going to beat these teams like the Bills and the Chiefs? You run it down their throat, you hold the ball for 9 to 10 minutes, and you score. They're going to run right behind that offensive line, put points on the board, and not leave Josh Allen and them all this time to score all these points.
Can I go on record by saying if that happens, the 5 of us won't be able to take Cheese's money?
That's all right.
Like,
I mean,
he's offered us the buyout so many times.
we're not buying out.
Now I really
Why
want
would we buy out?
Yeah, now I really want the money. What do you think about the total, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, you got to lean over. But, I mean, if it slows down because the Colts are holding the ball forever, probably might go under.
What do you think, spread?
All right, so tomorrow I've been doing NBA all week. You know, obviously not the best start for me. I've been putting all my work into it. So I'm doing a majority of my NFL tomorrow during the day. So I reserve the right to change my mind. So I don't want to hear anything on Saturday if I'm on an opposite side from something.
You
like that
just
right now.
watched 17 straight weeks of football, spread.
I know. Well, I'm gonna give you a lean, but I'm just telling you, like after tomorrow, I could change my mind. But right now, I like the Colts, and I like the Colts with the points. But I like the under here, and just off the idea that a lot of times these coaches switch up in the playoffs, and that whoever gets ahead is really going to try and take the air out of the ball. And especially if the Colts are doing well and keeping it close, I expect them to really try and control that time of possession. So right now, I lean the plus 6.5 and the under.
All right, my only argument to what you guys are talking about, which it makes sense, Colts.
Well, I think I'm the only one who likes the under.
No, I know, but Tyler's theory behind the Colts is similar. They're going to run the ball, control the clock, keep Allen on the sideline. My only comeback to that would be this year, Buffalo. You could put Buffalo in the same category as Kansas City, where they can score in 3 plays. Like that offense has been that good this year, where I don't think they need a ton of time to put points on the board. That would be my only comeback to that. But I get it. I understand what you're saying. Second game, Rams, Seattle. That line is down now to the Seattle minus 3.5, total 42.5. I have no opinion on the total, but I think the number's short. And I think, especially if Wolford plays, I think I like Seattle. And if Wolford does play, he's going to be running a lot, I would think, to advance drives. So his rushing yards total over would probably be the look. If Goff plays, I think I would still lay the 3.5. Now, if Goff does play, that might go down to 3. We might see 3. He's going to be a game time decision, so we don't really know what McVay is going to do right now. But as of right now, I lean Seattle. No opinion on the total. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I definitely lean Seattle as well. I definitely like that look on his rushing yards too. If that is the case, I mean, is it possible that Goff is going to play?
They said it's a game time decision. I thought he was done for the year, but Holden said on the show today that Goff could very well play. I don't know how he's going to throw with 4 fingers. And isn't it his thumb? You need the thumb to grip the ball, don't you?
For sure.
So, I mean, I don't, unless they shoot it up with cortisone, I just don't know. But, yeah, if Wolford plays, you have to like that rushing yards prop, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And that just makes me lean more towards Seattle if he plays too.
Yeah, I agree. Any opinion on the total? I can't get a real feel on the total. 42.5 seems right.
Yeah.
My God.
I guess I would lean over, but nothing crazy because, Seattle could possibly just shut down Wolford and they'd have a lot of trouble scoring, but I'm just off the total.
What do you before I go to Tyler, Eddie, I wouldn't take the Clippers at 4.5. I would just try to get them live at the number that we just got it at. That would be my vote. Tyler, what do you think about Seattle 3.5, 42.5?
You probably see Russ. What do they call it? Let Russ cook.
Yeah, hasn't been cooked in about 8 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think we see a little change of that. He probably torches them.
I agree, bro. The
only thing, if Goff does play, it does worry me a bit because they activated Cooper Kupp off the COVID list too, so he's going to have his boy back. So, I mean, would it surprise me if they get all their guys back and all of a sudden that's the Rams team from a few weeks ago we wanted to pencil into the Super Bowl? I mean, not really.
You know what though? Like why I would still lean Seattle. They just played them. And when Goff's thumb was pretty much good almost that whole game, they scored 9 points and lost by 11.
Yeah.
So would it shock you? Now, I'm not sure if Cooper Kupp played in that game. You would know. Did he play in that game?
I'll double check. I don't think so.
What's your thoughts on the total? 42.5.
I think that's pretty low. Probably lean over. I think Seattle puts up close to 28. And Seattle's defense isn't the best, so the Rams should be able to put points on the board, especially if Goff's in.
The only thing that worries me is how good that fucking defense is. They're like the second or third best defense in football. That's what worries me. But I hear you. I agree. I pretty much agree with everything you and Joey said too. What do you think, Spread?
Yeah, I like Seattle there, regardless of who the quarterback is. Like you said, dude, it's going to be hard to come back from the thumb injury, and it might be one of those cases where trying to play hurts the team. So that'll be interesting. 3.5 is a tough number to lay because Seattle's never really known for putting margin on their opponents. But that being said, I still like Seattle there. I mean, you're getting the much better quarterback in a playoff situation. So that's always something that's pretty easy to default to.
What do you think about the total?
42 seems low. I thought that was going to be like 45, 46, 47. So I like the over there.
All you guys like the over, huh?
No.
I mean, 42 is low for a Seattle game. Weren't Seattle games at like 59 at one point this year?
Yeah, they were, yeah. But the Rams defense is elite. And the Seattle defense, the last 5 weeks, Pete Carroll figured it out. Everybody's back healthy. The defense is playing much better than it did the first 10 weeks of the year. What do you think, Twatty? 3.5 and 42.5.
Well, if it's Wofford, then it's an absolute no-brainer. I mean, Seattle with Russ at home. I mean, I know it's not really a home game, but still friendly confines and against Wofford, really.
If Goff plays, all right, do you not like it?
I may still like it, but for me, at 3, Russ against Wofford, I mean, you got to take it. You got to take Seattle.
Well, it's 3.5.
Well, I'm looking at 3 right here. for
Where?
DraftKings right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, and then at 42, I mean, how does Wofford and the Rams, how do they score? Like, how many points are they scoring towards that 42? I mean, Seattle's defense has been playing really well. And the Rams have a good defense, so I don't know how much Russ is going to go off. I wouldn't have a play on the 42, but I would probably lean under. But definitely give me Seattle.
Yeah, Wofford played last week, and they did not score a single touchdown, I don't think. I think it was 18 points, 6 field goals. So I don't think that he has even gotten a touchdown yet. So just to check where we are in the Hawks game. Wow, the Hawks are shit in the bed, huh?
It's been terrible. Yeah, I've had an eye on it, and I'm about to give up.
I heard Trey Young wasn't scoring tonight.
All right,
the whole
so
team hasn't been shooting. I mean, 53 points through 2.5 quarters in this NBA is just a travesty.
the Saturday game, Washington plus 7.5 against Tampa, and the total's now down to 44.5. It opened at 46.5. I think that Tampa Bay, I don't think I would lay the 7.5 because of how good that Washington defense is and because of how bad Tom Brady has looked this year against the blitz. But I do think that Tampa Bay is a teasable line down to 1.5. And I like the under at 45.5, 45. Now it's 44.5. I would probably stay off it now because you lost 2 points of value, even though I still lean under. But what do you think, Joe?
Which game is this?
Tampa Bay, Washington, 7.5, 44.5.
Yeah, I definitely like JJ's look on the total. I'm not going to say what it is. But that would probably be my only play on the game. I don't think Washington's that good. I mean, I'm not crazy about Tampa Bay either, but they should be able to handle Washington here. But I definitely think as for scoring, it's going to be tough to come by.
Would you lean laying the 7.5 or taking the 7.5?
The hook scares me. I would probably, if I was forced to hand, I'd probably just take the 7.5.
I thought there was no way we were going to see Mike Evans, but that's not the case. They said game time decision. Mike Evans might play. And like Holden said earlier today, even if Mike Evans can get on the field as a decoy, that's huge to get the ball to Godwin and Antonio Brown. And we know how good Rojo is. He's a fucking beast. But that Washington defense is real, man. Football Outsiders ended the year with Washington being the third best defense in DVOA. So I don't know. What do you think, Twatty?
Well, I'm looking at 8 is what I have again here at DraftKings. But, I mean, Washington's defense is ridiculous. Their front is as good as anybody's. So I don't expect Tampa to score a lot. We all know you get pressure on Brady. He's clearly not the quarterback without the pressure. But I really got nothing on this game. I mean, the total seems about right. I just don't see Washington scoring at all either. I mean, Tampa, while, they kind of faded on defense at the end of the year, they still got big names. They still got ballers on that defense.
Especially their run defense, right?
Yeah,
their run defense is elite, which makes me think if Tampa Bay shuts down the Washington rushing attack, that means that the whole offense is going to be based around Alex Smith's arm. That doesn't sound like that's going to lead to a lot of points.
Well, I didn't know that we had 100% on Alex Smith. Is that been official?
I thought it was. I could
maybe someone in the chat will know. Either way, how many points do you expect Washington to score in this? I mean, can they get to 20 with?
Probably not. If I had to guess, probably not.
Right. So, but then you're still 120. That means you're still 128 out of Tampa against that defense, which could be tough. So, I got really nothing on this.
What do you think, Spread?
I like Washington here. I'm going to grab the points. I think that Tampa Bay will take money closer to game time, and that 8.5 and the 9 will be back on the board because I've seen it as high as 9 during the week this week, and it just seems too many points for a playoff game. And like you said, it's just a great defense. And another thing, I think that Washington always plays it pretty close to the vest, but I think that we might also see a more conservative game plan out of Bruce Arians if he gets the lead there. So that's what would lead me to like the points there in the under.
What do you think, T?
I think you see Tampa Bay get right back to where they left off. That offense comes in, they just keep rolling. I don't think Alex Smith is going to be able to put enough points on the board to keep up with them.
So you don't think Tampa has a problem scoring on Washington?
No. I think they'll be fine.
So you would lean laying the 7.5?
Yeah, I mean, if it's 9, like spread said, probably maybe lean Washington, but at 7, yeah, give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, right now FanDuel has 7.5 and 44.5. You like the over or the under?
I mean, probably a Tampa Bay team total over. I just don't trust Washington to score many points, so I wouldn't want them involved in that.
I wonder what that is. Let me see what that is. Tampa Bay team total over 27. That's a lot of points to score against that defense.
Yeah.
But I hear you. Sunday, the first game, which is the best game of the weekend. Tennessee Titans +3 against the Ravens. The total is 54.5. I think that both these teams are equal, in my opinion. So I think if you're going to bet the game, you take the field goal at home against the team that just beat Baltimore 5 weeks ago on the road. And if you take a look, I said this on the show earlier today. If you look at the teams that the Baltimore Ravens have played this year, every good team they played, they lost to. Every bad team they played, they beat. Unless you consider the Browns good, which I don't. I consider them an average team at best. But their wins are like the Giants, the Jets, Jacksonville, Washington, Philly, the Bengals twice. I mean, they're just not – they don't play well against good teams. I think on the spreadsheet, I put a pleaser, and one side was the Titans from +3 to -3 with another team at 10-1, just because I think that Tennessee could win this game. Would it shock anybody if Tennessee won this game by 10 points? It wouldn't shock me. I'm not going to bet an over 54.5 in a playoff game, but I think both these teams go up and down the field all fucking day long, in my opinion. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I like it. I'm probably off this game as well, but I guess if I was forced to decide, I would take the Titans with the points. But I definitely like the over too.
Oh my God. Do you guys want to know how many points Minnesota has?
Probably not good. Probably not good, right?
So let me tell you something about Minnesota. They average not shooting, making 22 free throws a game. By far the most in the country. They haven't even shot one yet. They haven't shot a free throw yet, almost at the end of the first half. 2 for 9 from 3, 8 of 23 from 2.
So you're saying they're not going good then?
By far their worst shooting game. And then my 2 picks last time on the college was Iowa, and they went for a team low for a year, and then Baylor, and they went for a team low for the year. So this is 3 in a row. So we're going to need at least 50 points in the second half. I know that, Sean. We talked about that.
Wow, they have 18 points right now with 4 minutes
Trust
left.
me, I study these fucking games for hours. I know if they're good at home, bad at home. Yeah, I understand that.
All right,
but I appreciate you.
What do you think about the football game, Twatty?
Which game?
I can't. Uh,
Which game?
the
Ravens Titans.
yeah,
They don't have one free throw shot. Ravens Titans. I think the Ravens are the better team, and thus 3.5 on the road. 54.
FanDuel
Definitely
has it at 3. Not they don't have the hook. They have it at 3.
Yeah, that's probably about right. I think they're 3 or 4 points better, which we have it at 3. So total set at 54. Yeah, I got nothing.
Can I ask why you think that they're 3 or 4 points better?
Well, their defense is clearly better. I mean, clearly better. And the offenses are, maybe Titans have a little advantage in the offense, but it's not like the Ravens can't put up points. But, we're talking playoff football. I'll gladly take the Ravens defense instead of the Titans defense. The Titans defense, I think, is historically bad on third down. Not that they're good on first and second down, but they're terrible at getting off the field. So, I mean, that would be my reasoning.
I don't disagree. They are like historically bad on third down, but like against good, like the Titans just hung 30 on this team 5 weeks ago, and every good team that they play, the Chiefs hung 34. The Steelers hung 28. It seems like they give up those points against good teams. That's my concern. They beat up on these shitty teams, and they can't beat good teams. The Browns scored 42 on them. That's what makes me think. I just think that they're equal teams. I don't know. I could be wrong. What do you think about the game spread?
Yeah, so give me the Titans here. I love the matchup. We talk about the Titans defense being bad, and they are bad, but where are they bad? They're bad in the secondary. The reason that third down conversion percentage is that way is because they basically just give up pass plays. I mean, they're average against the run, but the weakness is in the secondary. And do you trust Lamar to exploit that? I just don't yet. I mean, we've talked about, how we can be prisoners of the moment, but this season he hasn't proven he can get it done through the air. Hollywood Brown, how many games did we watch this year where he was wide open and Lamar wasn't getting him the ball? So, I just think it's a great matchup for Tennessee, and I like that they're more versatile on offense. I think if the Titans do manage to really slow down that run game, they can give, Baltimore a lot of problems. But on the flip side, if for whatever reason they bottle up Derrick Henry, I can still count on Tannehill, A.J. Brown, Corey Davis to still be a threat here. So the more multidimensional offense, I think, is going to help a lot in the playoffs too. So I like Tennessee +3 here.
And I think that the wild card in this game is what happens if Tennessee shoots out 17-3. Lamar Jackson is like 2-10, bringing a team back from 10 points because
does he even have 2?
Yeah, he got the second one, I think, against Cleveland. I want to say.
Okay, because I remember it was 0-10 at some point.
Yeah, but my thing with that is I don't see that happening because what I think what you'll see is a shit ton more of Lamar. Lamar this year has cut his rushing attempts down. He won't be that way for the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if he rushes it, 15 times a game as opposed to 8 or 10. So he'll pick it up. So I just think he's unstoppable. If he chooses to get going, he's going to get going.
The Knicks take a 3-point lead going to the fourth.
Let's go, Joe.
Let's go.
And another thing is there are two. Well, in addition to Lamar, there are 2 really good running backs in that game. We know about Henry, but J.K. Dobbins is a fucking beast. He's really good at playing football. And they didn't use him as much earlier in the year, so he's running with fresh legs going into the playoffs for sure. The second game on Sunday, which is the game I personally had the hardest time trying to find an angle, are the Saints -9.5 against the Bears. The total 47.5. There are some 10s out there. If you forced me to bet the game, I would take the 10 with the Bears. I have no real opinion on the total, though. What do you think, Joe?
I already bet the Bears +10.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you think about the total?
The total is what?
47.5.
I think it's right where it needs to be for me to cover my 10. I got no particular lean on the total, but I do think probably it'll be low scoring.
There's a shot that Michael Thomas and Kamara both are in the game. You think that matters?
Obviously, that's better for the Saints, but the number might move. I mean, that might make people back the Saints more. It is what it is at this point, but I'm really banking on Drew Brees, Kamara's going to play. It's just Michael Thomas probably plays too. They've probably been just, slowly milking him so he's ready for the playoffs. So I expect them both to play. But just give me Maserati in the 10.
Maserati Mitch, let's go. Yeah, I think I agree. I lean taking the points. 10's a lot in a playoff game. What do you think, Twatty?
Yeah, I'll take the over in the Bears.
Yeah, enough said. What do you think, Spread?
I hate this game. I don't want to take the Bears, and I don't want to lay 10. So it's just like, if we're like doing one of those pick 'em pools and you just pick them all, I'd probably take the Saints. I think this game, has much more capability to blow out. I think that, New Orleans defense is pretty good, and the idea that they could shut them, below 15, it's possible, and in that case, they cover easy. So, I don't want to rely on Mitch Trubisky in the playoff game against a good defense, and it's like the Bears defense, it's got a great reputation, but I will put the Saints up there as, almost equal or maybe equal as a team. So, we're not in the business of laying 10, so it's no play for me, but, if we're filling out a pool, I would lay the 10, just if I have to pick every game.
Last game of the weekend, Twatty's Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cleveland Browns. First of all, a moment of silence to all Cleveland Brown fans. 18 years since you make the playoffs. You finally make the playoffs. And the biggest reason why you made the playoffs comes down with the 19. The reason why Cleveland is where they are this year, aside from the Steelers sitting everybody last week, is Stefanski's not a bad coach, man. He's good. Now they're missing their best offensive lineman to the Rona, their head coach to the Rona, plus a couple role players to the Rona. They just lost. They just beat Pittsburgh with Mason Rudolph at quarterback. I just don't see how they're going to hang within a touchdown of the Steelers team with the liabilities that they have this weekend. Now, I will say I don't think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are long for the playoffs. They've been way too inconsistent the second half of the year, so I think they could be a one and done. But I do think that they get the job done on Sunday, and probably by a touchdown or more. So I'm going to say, give me the Steelers -6. I don't really have an opinion on the total other than to say, if both these offenses play the way that they're capable of playing this year, then this game flies over. But can you count on both these offenses to play at their best like they have at times this year? Probably not. So I'm going to avoid the total and say, give me the Steelers. What do you think, Twatty?
I'll take the under in that game. Yeah, it's so hard to say. I don't know what the Steelers are going to do, right? They were running that bullshit offense for 4 weeks. It was fooling nobody. And then in the second half last week or 2 weeks ago, we're going to open it up. What have you been doing prior to that? So if that offense isn't clicking, they scored under 19 points 4 straight games. So if that's not clicking, and I don't think Cleveland's going to do shit against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will just stack the blocks. They have too good of a line. They're Spillane, their linebacker, may be coming back this week as well. Fresh to it, fresh Hayward. I just see an under.
And it's worth noting that the Pittsburgh Steelers, in the end, did end with the #1 defensive DVOA at the end of the regular season in the entire league.
Missing guys every week. Tons of guys every week.
Yeah, Dupree. Who else? Bush. Yeah, I mean,
They missed Hayden a lot. They had cluster injuries at linebackers, what killed them.
and in the end, they still finished with the number one, according to Football Outsiders, in defensive DVOA. Now, yeah, I'm just going to avoid the total because I don't know what's going to happen. Give me the Steelers. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think the fucking Browns are a fake good team, and I think the Steelers give it to them. Especially after, last week, obviously they sat their guys, whatnot, but they still lost the game, so they don't want to lose to a division foe, and I think the Steelers hand it to them.
Yep. Any opinion on the total?
It's a pass for me.
Yeah, I agree. Spread, what do you think?
Give me the Steelers. I don't want to take Baker Mayfield in a playoff game. If he beats me, he beats me. But I mean, you got to be kidding me if you're asking me to put money, my own money, with Baker Mayfield. Man, let him go back to those cute little commercials where he's like mowing the lawn in the stadium and
Spread's taking shots.
Yeah,
you love
Baker,
it.
Baker might be next on my list of quarterbacks to just take out. And
I didn't expect Spread to go up and in on Baker.
Yeah, I'm just not a Baker guy. Like I wanted him to be good, but it just I don't know. And he does look good against like the worst teams, but he reminds me of one of those guys who just pads his stats against the crappier teams, so you think he's good, and then but when he gets into a real hot defense, I'm worried that he's going to have it. And hey, let him change my mind, right? If he beats this defense, more power to him, and I'll reevaluate and I'll tip my cap and get some angry Cleveland fans calling in, talking about my take, but until then, I'm going to go against Baker.
I'm watching the chat right now. Tyler said 2 minutes till I lose my shit if Harris doesn't get a single bucket in the fourth. This poor kid, he went into the fourth quarter with 19 and needed to get over 20 and a half. There's a minute left in the game. He still has 19.
He's fucking played this whole game.
Terrible. Did you see the shot he just threw up? Just ugly.
I mean, see, these are the things it's really hard to cap for, man.
Well, here's another one is I gave 3 picks out in the Discord about an hour or two ago. They're all going to hit. And this fucking Minnesota, of course, spreadsheet isn't going to hit. So it's just fucking bad luck sometimes. Unbelievable.
Sumner said Celtics lose another third quarter against the spread.
Yeah, for the great coach that Brad Stevens is kind of to be like, what's the halftime adjustments going on there in Boston? That's just weird.
Alabama takes care of the spread against Tennessee, and it goes over. Baylor's blown the doors off of Oklahoma.
And Boston College is up by 8 at halftime over Duke.
Oh, wow. That was a good money line price, too. Because they were laying. What were they laying? 11?
Yeah, 11 and a half.
Jesus.
Well, if you listened, I told you take the points.
I heard it, bro.
Yeah, Duke and Kentucky are both Dookie.
Yeah. I watched that Kentucky team. They came back and won last night, but they did not look good in that game.
Neither one of them can shoot. I mean, they're athletic and they can play D and all, but
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. They have the more athletic, bigger bodies than most of these teams, but they can't fucking score.
Washington and the 76ers are going to hang 275 points.
Sounds about right.
Jesus Christ, man.
Bradley Beal has 60 himself.
Yeah, it's Joey. Give me the points work. That's what it is.
I'm getting that on my shirt.
That's his name. Give me the points. Oh man, Tyler's gonna fucking explode.
No, he's getting this, bro. He's getting this.
Yeah, we'll get it.
They're gonna fucking foul. We're getting this. Shooting foul. Who's shooting?
31 seconds left.
Oh, fucking Ben Simmons. Let's go. Nick's hanging in there tight. Fucking 6-guy rotation, too. 7 guys.
Here comes Atlanta. Okay.
Let's go.
We're down 7.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, they were down 20.
We're getting 6.5. We're here.
Yeah, we are. They're going to win this game.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
So in that Minnesota game, there was not a free throw shot by either team for 19 minutes and 30 seconds of the first 20 minutes.
Oh, my God.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Dude. If you were watching the game, you'll be even more tilted. Because you know there was fucking fouls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
College kids?
Oh, my God.
Definitely.
Especially half these refs are like the Big Ten. This one fucking ref in the Big Ten, bro. I have his face ingrained in my head. I fucking hate him. I can't stand him.
Did we take the shot on the Knicks at like plus 140?
I haven't had eyes on that game at all, Joey. You've been watching it, right?
Yeah, they're playing good right now. I don't have the balls though. I'm just gonna root for them to win.
You know what? I got the balls. I'll do it. Because
You know what's going on really? Fucking Rudy Gobert, even last night, like who's the fro from the Nets? Jared Allen. He was a fucking beast last night.
Oh, he was on fire.
He made Gobert look like a bitch. And Mitchell Robinson is not doing exactly what he did last night, but he's tried his best.
because there's 9 minutes left in the game. If they could just hang around like this for another 4 minutes, we're going to be able to get the comeback on the Jazz at plus 150.
True.
Wow, the line just moved to minus 180 on the Knicks.
We're up by 6 now.
Yeah, I got minus 150.
Let's go.
Dude, my Bovada's not updating. Last year when we were doing this, I was using Bovada and it's giving me tracks on every score. My lines are moving, but the scores aren't moving with them. That's no good.
Do we take the plus 150 on the Jazz? Hopefully they tie the game and then take the comeback on the Knicks.
That's probably smart.
You think we do that?
I don't trust the Jazz, and I haven't been watching that game, so I'll defer to Joey on that one. All right, well, the Pacers covered. Let's see what Atlanta can do. Yeah, isn't that okay, Gerard? Hopefully they get that back on track because that was one of my favorite reasons about using Bovada. The numbers aren't the best, but it's like bookmaker locks everything. Like you have to be like, good at like video games to be able to get the bets in there. And Bet Online, it's just they just like flash on the screen real quick. Bet Online, you can't see all the games all at once, and they lock a lot of stuff too. I mean, I just think Bovada has the best live board, but I want my scores to be updating.
True.
I mean, that's why I liked it so much when we were doing this last year. But it's so good to be back having multiple games at once because, the bubble was fun, but we never had like 6 games going at the same time, right? It was just one game, and then if we don't have an angle on it, then it's just like, okay, well, let's just make conversation for an hour or two, because. But here, so much stuff is going on. It's awesome to have all these different eyes. You guys, the chat. As the NBA has 10 or 11 games in action tonight.
So my buddy is running. He runs this every year. It's a fantasy NFL playoffs.
Okay.
And it's ran on. If you want to get in, it's $20 to get in. Usually gets maybe about 300 people. But it's every week that you have the guys in you set a lineup. You set a lineup for the wild card weekend, okay?
Right.
And then you set a lineup every weekend.
Oh my God, he set the line.
And he missed
You gotta
both.
be kidding me.
Harris missed both.
No way.
Oh my God.
There's no way. It's all right, Tyler.
And Tyler's
There.
out. Tyler's out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. That was a tough one.
That's as bad as I've had. Yeah.
And he's gotten killed the last 10 too, so that's all right.
Horrible.
That's bad. I mean, what? There's nothing you could do about that.
You
I mean,
can't cap that. You know what I mean? It's just
he's an NBA player that averages like 20 and 10. If you go to the line for 2, you're expecting that guy to both of those to go down.
what is it? Maybe overtime, or we still got a shot at it?
Well, they're
No.
going to foul off this.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
they almost didn't foul off the last one.
They're going to foul again. Is it going to be Harris?
Oh, now I don't get my cover. Damn it. 0-1 in the Discord tonight. Damn it.
So it's 3-point game in the next game now. You can probably,
They're up 3.
yeah.
Yeah, they're both basically even money on the money line right now.
Oh,
What a crap game.
oh, it's going to be tied right now. No, he missed it.
You have to be kidding me.
Hold on. He wasn't even close on that fucking shot, the free throw.
I mean, maybe is there a shot for overtime?
No, they're down by
No, the
6.
game's over.
Damon said I may have to let my inner Jay's wife out. I'll tell you what, bro. Jay's wife she's a bitch.
I get it now.
Jay's ex-wife is a bitch, bro. Just PayPal'd her a fucking Jeezy.
For the braces?
Yeah, for the first payment, yeah.
Nice. Oh, 1-point game now. Knicks are up 1. Bro, my team's got 254. So, as I was saying, this fantasy, Knicks up 3 now. NFL fantasy, right? So you set your lineup for this weekend,
Right.
and then you have to set your lineup for the weekend after and the weekend after until the Super Bowl. But you set it once per weekend, and you have a salary cap, so it's kind of like the daily fantasy, and you get double points for how many consecutive weeks you have the same players in your lineup. So week 1 to week 2, you have double points. If you have them in there for 3 weeks in a row, you get 3 times the points. 4 weeks in a row, you get 4 times the points. So I know some people don't know what the fuck they're doing. They pick one guy on each team and shit, and you ain't going to win like that. You basically have to pick who you think is going to go to the Super Bowl
Right.
and get 4 times the points.
Right. What's the buy-in?
$20 or $25, but there's only like 400 people in it, so it's a decent prize.
Yeah, that's a lot of heads.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be stacking the Packers and the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's going to be some other people that have the same stack as you, but it comes down to the difference in who you pick at tight end or who you pick at wide receiver, because you get 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end, 1 defense, 1 kicker.
Actually, would you stack the Packers and the Chiefs? Because they're going to play 1 less game.
It doesn't matter. You get double points. In the end, it's smart. If you think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, you get the double points the second start no matter what.
Oh, okay.
So that's the strategy way to win. A lot of people that just get in there and think they're going to win do it the opposite way, and they don't win any money. Or you can find a team that make a run. Corey, you're right. If you think a team that's playing this weekend you think is going to go to the Super Bowl, but say they win 3 games and they lose, or they win 2 games and they lose their conference championship and they don't make it to the Super Bowl, you're not going to win.
So I've only had 3 people play so far, Joe, in my lineup on FanDuel.
Brogdon has like 50.
56,
Yep.
45, and 40 so far.
Nice.
Okay. Let's go.
Dude, that's really good.
That's really good. Right.
Unless they're your 3 best players, I guess.
Well, they're
Who else got?
probably my 3 biggest expenditures.
Yeah.
Expenditures.
Still great, though.
I ain't a fucking word.
Is that not a word? Is that not a word?
I don't know.
You know
That's
what?
a word.
Just let me go with it, Joe.
Yeah.
That's a word.
All right. But spread knows best, so
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Well, expenditure is a word. Expenditures isn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
expenditure. I thought you said
He said
expenditures.
expenditures.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah, okay.
That-
Never
that-
mind.
that's,
Sorry,
not,
that's not then.
that's not a word, and I'm
Okay.
not ashamed of it, okay?
No, that's fine. Hey, E40
All right.
made a living off those type of words.
Yeah, true.
Just get
But
it wrong.
that's not bad for 3 guys.
That's real good.
Okay. That's all right. If I win the 100K tonight, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it, bro.
There you go. What a guy. You got Otto Porter, right? He should be good.
I got Pat Bev, Zach Levine, Buddy Hield, Otto Porter, Serge, and Rashawn Holmes.
Woo! You really stacked that fucking Chicago-Sacramento game, huh?
I did, yeah.
All right.
don't
I
hate
like
that.
it. I like it. Yeah, there's going to be points.
Okay.
Let's go. Knicks up 3, 4 to go. Big 3-point shot by Mr. Rivers.
Man, these Knicks are scrappy, bro.
Yeah, he's been playing really good off the bench. Limited minutes, but still been playing really good. See, look at this.
Hawks down 4.
Let's go.
Yep.
Austin Rivers again. Another big bucket. Knicks up 5.
We're going to regret not taking that plus 140.
Hit that.
What? Damon said just in Bulls Kings postponed for protest.
Don't say that.
He's got to be fucking with you.
Why would it
Don't.
canceled out here?
I mean, don't you dare say that.
He's got to be fucking
Yeah,
with you.
we're looking for a screenshot tonight, Damon.
That's pretty good, John Nelson, though. 290 with 11 quarters left. That's definitely in the money.
Hey, boys, we're looking really good in the Virginia Wake, though, on the bottom of the screen.
Love it.
73 points in, not even at the end of half. And it's 124 total?
Yeah, I love it. How many points does Baylor have?
No, 26. They'll probably get 40, 45, 40, 42 halftime.
Oh, fuck you,
ESPN is unbelievable.
Every time, dude.
Just
Why do
the
they still do that?
Every
worst.
fucking
Like it's
time.
1990.
Absolutely the worst.
Same exact thing happens every
This
time.
is a good Miami Heat Celtics game. 1 point game, 7 minutes to go.
Of course, Minnesota comes out making nothing. First 2 minutes. This they may not get to 50. Better win all these other games.
Damon said, I had 180. That's like 3x for me. I can't break 200 for my life. Last night, bro, or not last night, the night before, the FanDuel $3 tournament, $100,000 guaranteed. The winner had 453,
Jesus.
and I had 420.
Wow. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Joe, I'm telling you,
Rivers for 3. Bang, bang.
if you bet JSU's core and then watch the final countdown show to lock, I have at the very least doubled my money every single NBA day of the year so far, except yesterday. Yesterday was my first game night that I didn't come in the money.
Yeah, so that you know what that means. One of these times you're gonna fucking
Yeah,
hit it, bro.
one of these times we're gonna have a screenshot because
Yeah, one of these times we're gonna be sweating out a fucking
Yeah,
DFS winner here.
because that kid's the best NBA guy in the country.
Yeah,
So
I've been watching too. I watched Tony had a show at 4:15 or 4 with Title and Hoop. I watched that.
Was Title back on today? I missed today.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
They
Bro,
were
how about-
roasting him when he wasn't there yesterday.
how
yesterday
about
was his birthday.
how about Title 6'3" and weighs 160 pounds?
Yeah, he's fucking 22 years old. Oh,
Imagine.
Rivers again for 3. Bang, bang. Knicks up 9. 2
Oh
to
my
go.
God. How were we not on the Knicks at plus 140?
And a rebound, Mitch, over Gobert. Let's go. This fucking Knicks team. Usually they find ways to choke these games.
Bobby said you got to play the higher stake stuff, the $100 single entry and the 222, way less contestants. You don't need to have the stone nuts. Okay.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll start doing that. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm not afraid. Are the Knicks a playoff team?
In the East, maybe, if they keep playing like this. I just want to see them in the fucking playoffs, man. I haven't been that excited for a playoff series.
That
since they
one
beat
year
Boston.
again. That 1 year, Mello.
2012.
Yeah, they beat Boston. They got spanked around the second round.
Yeah. Imagine that's almost a decade ago, Joe.
Yeah, that was the last time we that's like we fucking. How many playoffs have we seen? You know, like going back to Larry Johnson, but I was so young back then that I can't even like fully remember the full. I mean, I remember it. I remember Larry Johnson's 4-point play. I was at my grandma's house on the fucking. You changed the TV at the dial, but I never like fully watched the Knicks be good in the playoffs. I mean, I did when I was younger, but not like, I didn't fully experience it because I was too young. Yeah, Tom Thibodeau, I got to give him credit. He's right. He's got
Gotta
the
be
boys.
kidding me, Hawks. You get a steal and then you throw away in trans. Oh, gosh. Get that rebound.
What's the score in that Hawks game?
They just cut it to 5 with 47 seconds.
All right. Knicks lost to the Spurs for
That was
the
99 with Latrell
Yep.
Sprewell.
Yep.
Oh, that was Allen Houston, baby.
Yep. Yeah, I was 10 years old back then, so
Yeah, I was 19.
I didn't fully, I didn't fully grasp it then.
You want to know my first real thrill watching the Knicks, Joe? Was the night that OJ decided to get in the fucking Bronco and flee. They had it was either game 6 or game 7, Knicks against Houston. And then in the corner was a picture-in-picture box where you just saw fucking the white Bronco going down the freeway. That had to be like, what, 94? 95?
Yes, 94.
90, yeah, so I was 14. That's when we had Marv calling our games.
Yeah, Marv was the man, bro.
Marv was the man. Yes, from downtown. He's unstoppable. Fucking Marv.
Yeah.
Had to go dress up like a chick. Threw it all away. He's back though. He's back, Marv. Well, he was anyway.
He dressed up as a chick? I missed that.
Oh,
You didn't read that? Oh,
there
that's
was like a
funny.
whole scandal, Joe. Like he was on top of the NBA. He was like Mike Breen. He was like the NBA play-by-play guy. And then like one day he decided to be a cross-dresser and somebody found out about it, like Marvin Heels. There were like pictures.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Fucking Marv. Nothing better than the NBA basketball intro song back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about the bum 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 bum? That was a good one, bro. That was a good one. Man,
I remember like when the Knicks were so bad. that I literally would. I swear on my mother, I would buy tickets for $2, dude.
Off of StubHub.
$2, yes.
Yeah, and the
And we
Mets
used to
too.
go. I used to go all the way down where they come and serve you fucking food and sit there because nobody would even have the tickets all the way down low.
$2.
That's when I was in the fucking New York Post. That I literally paid $2 for those tickets, but
Yeah.
went all the way down.
Yep. Same thing with the Mets, bro. I used to get tickets off of StubHub to go watch the Mets for like $1.75.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, Corey's talking about NBC. Bum 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 bum. Yep.
We're gonna get
Yep.
copyright infringement. We can't do that anymore. But
Oh yeah. Those
That was
those like when Jordan was on the Bulls playing like the Ewing and Oakley teams, when the final score was like 88-84, those were just the fucking best, man.
yeah, dude, NBA. Yeah, we used to go to the city, go to the fucking ESPN zone. Have like we used to go in high school. Like we used to go deep with a couple boys, like 6 to 8 of us. Go to ESPN zone, get dinner, and then play the fucking games and play NBA Jam versus each other and shit.
ESPN Zone isn't even there anymore.
I don't think it is. Yeah.
No, it's not. How about this? How about ESPN 3 years after this show started decided that they're going to start doing live betting shows? Like, where the fuck have you been?
Copying us.
Yeah.
Fucking cunts.
Duke tied it 48-48, 16 to go. We should have hopped on them at halftime.
We have to take turns checking on Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, wellness check, Twatty. You're close. How far away are you from him?
Like 45.
Just make sure he's not swinging from the fucking bathroom.
This guy's on fire.
Who?
Another 3 for Austin Rivers.
Yeah,
Yo,
from the
Obi Toppin's
back.
walking around like this. Like, what the fuck is going on?
How much time left, Joe?
Oh, game's over. 47 seconds. They're up by 10. Oh, my goodness. I don't think he missed a fucking shot. He comes in 8 of 13, 20 points. You'll love this. 9 of 14, 23. 5 from 7 from deep.
Now, does this? Will they have a winning record now after this game?
They're 5 and 3.
Wow. Go ahead, Tibbs.
Jay, what do you think about doing a show Friday night for the Saturday NCAA card? I mean, I can do it all pre-recorded, or we could go live.
Friday. Oh, you mean like a breakdown show you want to do?
Yeah.
I think that you could do whatever the fuck you'd like, bro. The only thing we have going, Joey, is there a fighter?
Yeah, I got Tucker Lutz, I want to say.
Yeah, so Joey does the show at 8 o'clock, and it's usually like.
Well, I got to do
okay.
it. He has to do it earlier. He
Oh,
has to
okay.
do it at 5 p.m. Eastern.
So that's even better. So Friday night, we literally have nothing going on, Twatty. So if you want to, I can make a thumbnail for you. And if you want to, I can even use your thumb. I can even use the thumbnail with you on it. Put a basketball over the baseball and call it whatever the fuck that you like.
Well, I don't think I want to do it if it's just me.
Well, I mean, what are you going to talk to me about college basketball?
Yeah.
I mean, I could throw the games to you.
I mean, I'll do it with you if you want.
No, you're already don't. You're working. Don't worry about it.
We could record it and just hone in on a couple games, not go through the whole card because there's so many games on Saturday. You know.
No, like between the seams, like there's like 5 games.
I mean,
that I want
when we did baseball between the scenes, we did every fucking game.
That is true, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not like that. Well, you know, I got like 6 to 8 teams that I bet anyway, and that's it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm down. We could just I'll pick like 3-4 games or whatever. How many games you think you're gonna pick?
Well, I'll do like whatever 4 or 5, and then you do 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so you guys let me know what time that you want to do that on Friday. Don't kill
Yeah.
yourself because we got Saturday and Sunday a ton of live betting. But
Well, clearly, I don't want this to affect my social life, Friday night. So we got to do it like between 8 and 9 o'clock or something.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
we can do it before that if you want.
Yeah, you could, and we could just make it public. We could throw it right on the website.
I'll be done with the fighter by like 5:30 Eastern.
That's Eddie said, Twatty, I'll be on with you. That's actually a good idea. Like any days that we want off, I'll just fucking have someone from the subscribers fill in for us, make guest appearances.
There you
Like
go.
that.
Yeah, so you and Joey just let me know what time you want me to make the video for, and I'll set it up.
I know, G-Sauce. Who am I kidding? I'm down to like 1 or 2 days a week.
I can't wait for fucking Saturday and Sunday, man. I'm really looking forward to the NFL playoffs.
Let's go. The Knicks win.
You just got to hope these kids don't run out of steam, Joe.
God damn it, Atlanta. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, right. Because they're fucking so shallow. But I mean, Obi Toppin hasn't played. You know, they're guys have been sitting out full games, not playing. So it might be all right.
So we took plus 6.5 in a game where the team was laying 6.5, and they're gonna lose by fucking 8. Jesus Christ. Fucking Hawks.
The Matt Meyer for Baylor's so good. Poor man, Pete Maravich.
Celtics Heat tied at 95 with 3 minutes to go.
Gordon Hayward scored 44.
Did he really?
Jesus. Yeah.
That'll break the slate.
Yep.
Right now, the winner has 410 fantasy points. Let's look at this fucking lineup.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, Ben
He's gotta
Simmons.
have-
Simmons, 45. Brogdon, 55. Bradley Beal, 75. Forget about it. Hayward, 60. DeMarcus Cousins, 44. And Cousins was only like $4,000 today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not catching this fucking guy. Bradley Beal just broke the slate for somebody. 67-5.
He was only 3% owned too.
Wow.
Really? I mean, isn't he someone that you look to play every night in that offense?
He was probably the most expensive person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm invested in Bradley Beal, that's for sure. So,
Bro, the guy that has the lowest points was one guy in the 20s, 23. I can't even pronounce the guy's name. Kem Birch?
Kem Birch, ex-Pitt Panther.
Yeah, 1.8% owned.
I think he went to like New Mexico or something. He's just a defensive player. But he show out offensively tonight.
Well, with Fultz going down, he got more burn. He had 10 rebounds.
Jesus. He's not even a starter.
No, he played more minutes with Fultz going down.
Wow, 400.
Yeah, but isn't Bismarck a starter there? That's
Yeah.
wild.
How about this? The guy that's in first is in second for 30K.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God.
He
Holy shit. This guy is live.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. We might have to start banging out these like $100 single entries, Joe.
Yeah, that might be it. That's right.
Well, Baylor has a 42 at half, which is good. I mean, they usually 10 more points scored in the second half. I mean, by the numbers. So that puts us on pace for, I don't know, high 80s.
Yeah, full transparency. The NBA might not have. We're not off to a good start in the NBA as far as Tyler and spread are concerned, but we do have somebody that's up 19 units on the spreadsheet in the NBA, which is AP. So
Yeah, I would follow him until he gets cold. If he gets cold, who knows?
he's up. He's up more units than Tyler and spread are down. So I mean, we haven't been doing awful as a group.
Gives you why too, Joe?
We are 0-3 so far. Yes, we are, Y2J.
Baylor up 17. It's another play that so frustrating. I'm gonna probably end up 4-1. The one play I gave is on the sheet. You know how frustrating that is.
That's the worst. That's like my biggest pet peeve.
The Discord winning and the sheet play losing.
Yeah, and then people are asking, "Oh, why? You know, people in the Discord are busting your balls. Why didn't you put this one on the sheet?"
So tilting. Yeah, G-Sauce.
He bounced. We had your back, G. He bounced.
Jesus.
It happens, man. That's sports betting. Sometimes you go 28 for 30. Sometimes you go 0-28.
No, I understand. That's why we narrow it down. Exactly, Ice Skate Baker. Why we narrow it down to one or two per person. But you got to choose which is your favorite. Sometimes you choose wrong.
Yeah, of course. Before this week, Tyler was killing it. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. If you like, if you like 3 looks and you only want to put one on the spreadsheet because there are 5 other people that have to put plays on the spreadsheet, and then you throw the other 2 in the Discord for people if they want a couple more looks from you, and then sometimes the 2 plays that you put in the Discord win and your spreadsheet play loses. It's happened to me a bunch of times.
Oh, well, all right. I'm going to somehow get this Minnesota game in. They're going to score 4 points a minute.
We go to overtime somehow.
And we're going to cover.
Boston up 7 late, minute to go.
They're averaging 1 point a minute. Which puts them on target for what, 40 minutes? 40 points? Truly head shaker. Let's see how they're shooting, just to kill myself. 4 of 17 from 3, 11 of 43 from 2. Nice.
Yeah, when the goal is like 55%, that means you lose 4.5 out of every 10 plays you bet. It gets frustrating sometimes, man.
Sure.
You know,
Very frustrating.
like if you're really hot, you can have a season where you hit 60% in a sport. If you're like really on it. But I mean, most of the time the goal is 55. Wow, the Celtics going to shit the bed here and let the Heat back into the game? They were just up 10 with a minute to go. Three-point game. What's the line on the Heat right now? JJ will definitely have tennis plays. Yeah. And possibly spread too. And then we got NASCAR's right around the corner. I'll have plays every weekend on the sheet for NASCAR. UFC will be back. Me and Joey will have plays on the sheet every weekend for that. And I think I'm going to start handicapping golf when the NFL is done.
There you go.
Yeah. Figure I could at least take care of the 3 weekend sports with NASCAR, golf, and then me and you with the UFC.
Nice.
Let you guys handle the weekday. How about baseball's like around the corner, huh? Are they going to start in April like normal?
I don't think so. I think they're going to – well, they might start, but they're not going to play the full 162.
Just as long as we don't fucking play 60.
Yeah.
Because that fucked me up. I mean, not to me, but like, you try to get on teams that are hot. That's how I fucking cap. And in that amount of time, they would go on a 4-game winning streak and then lose. It's just, that didn't help me at all.
True.
How about the Heat just tied it up, bro? We couldn't get on it because they took the line off the board. You fucking whore. God damn it.
I hope we at least get 150 games.
Oh, my God. They hit it at the buzzer with 0.2 to go. Oh, my God.
We should, Twatty. Who hit it?
Wow. I still would have taken
Who
it.
Peyton Pritchard hit it?
Yeah.
He's been balling out.
Wow, that's crazy. They cut a 10-point lead in 1 minute and then lost with 0.2 seconds. Milwaukee's going to cover this Detroit game, it looks like.
Yeah, I can't give those out viral. Sometimes I'll personally bet them, but I can't give them out. People will be like, "What? You're padding your record," or you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Bet minus 300 games?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that place, you just got to lay the 1.5.
Yeah, but like there's some people that'll bet those and be like, "Oh, I went 8 and 9 and 1."
Yeah, Vegas Dave.
There's other people. Vegas Dave, Yeah, I understand. I don't do that either.
Yeah, we put like plus 800s on the sheet, not minus 300s.
Yeah. I think the most I put was a minus 140, and it was UFC, and the fucker lost.
That's karma, right?
Yeah, I was in my head after that happened too.
I think I put a couple like minus 169s with the UFC.
Wichita State, cash it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
You're exactly right.
Good shit.
Joe, the joke's over, bro. Okay, could you put fucking plays on the sheet?
You know what?
I mean, what the fuck are we doing here?
You know, the game I would have fired on was the one I gave out. There's a free play, and they only won by 5. So we're all right. It's all good. I'm happy Wichita State got it done. What was the final score in that game?
I can't get over the lineup that this guy had in fantasy.
They lost by 7? Yeah. That team could fucking space the floor and shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah, we'll be giving out a lot in the Discord. I don't think we gave out much baseball in the Discord at all because the Discord was just growing.
True. Yeah.
Like, we didn't have near as many people in there.
No, I posted sometimes, but yeah, not really. We gave most of our picks on the show. We would say, you know, at the end of the show, we would recap and say our 4 or 5 picks, you know, each.
Yeah.
And we fucking killed it on the show. Both of us.
Yeah, no, yeah, and again, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
You have to pick what you're going to give.
Yeah, I know. You were bad at picking which one to put on the spreadsheet, but then
It's
when you
amazing.
go back to the fucking show and you had 4 out of 5 winners.
Yeah. When I made money in baseball, but I think I was down 12 units.
Well, Baylor's fucking spanking them.
Yeah, so that's good. We need to get some points. We need to get to 81, I think, there.
Yeah. They got 42 at half.
Yeah, and what's up with Virginia? We gotta be getting close to that number. We're at 100 already, and well, we need 24 points in 13 minutes.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
So this is case in point. These are all gonna hit. Well, at least the chat will get them.
Yeah, Padres are gonna be fun to watch, Bobby.
Fuck yeah, they are.
I mean, they were fun to watch last year, you know, and they've just got better.
I'm looking forward to UFC and NASCAR DFS, Joe. We got to start doing UFC DFS.
Yeah, we probably should. The thing, like, with the thing that, like, when I look at the UFC DFS, you basically have to get every guy to definitely win, you know,
And then
more
by
than likely
finish.
get a finish. So, like, when I looked at it, I'm like, I might as well just parlay these guys to all win, because the chances of that happening and the chances, like, it's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
That's why I got turned off by it, and I'm like, I'm not even going to do either. I did, like, a couple UFC, but literally you need every guy to win. If they don't win, if one of your people don't win, somebody's beating you.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
the lineup is smaller. It's probably you probably only pick 6 to 8 people, maybe 6.
I gotta tell you this. Minnesota, they're 13 minutes into the second half. Guess how many points they have in the second half?
How many?
You're not gonna guess.
12.
They have 8.
Oh my goodness. I was being
When you're running bad, bro, I mean, you're just running bad.
8. They just hit a free throw. 9.
Trent Bradley said Steven Adams had a triple-double tonight.
How about that?
It just, you can't cap it. They're down by 36 points. They only have 35. They're getting doubled up.
What was the line?
Like, was it 7? 6? And I understand that they're not good at home or on the road. I get that. But 36 points, 35 points. Come on, boys.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Oh man,
What are you laughing at?
Tom Thibodeau was the best thing that happened to the Knicks in a long time. No matter what the Minutes police say, it's Frank Isola.
Dan, you have to admit that is tilt worthy, though, isn't it? Although maybe it's not. It's just so not even close that shouldn't even be mad.
Yeah, that sometimes, Twatty, that's how you want to lose,
Yeah.
rather than them ending with like 70.
I mean, so you like Thibodeau, obviously?
I mean, as of right now,
My only
So
concern,
boring. He's
my
so
only
boring.
my only concern is what Joey was talking about. They're only playing 6 or 7 deep. You
7
got
deep
guys
tonight.
playing 44 minutes a game. I mean, how are they going to be at the end of the year? He's already known for running people into the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
such a defensive coach, and that's good. That's how you win. It was
That's-
just kind of boring.
That's what the Knicks fucking needed, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Since they had D'Antoni in there, they've played no defense fucking whatsoever. And if you play defense in the NBA, it at least keeps you in games. I mean, almost everybody can score, you know? Yeah, and Alec Burks is out, who was pretty good before Austin Rivers started getting burned. Toppin hasn't played. Quickly barely played tonight.
Did you say Toppin's back?
No, he hasn't played.
Jesus.
He's played one game, I think. Maybe 2. Yeah, Corey, it's the same thing with fucking that other guy. I literally unfollowed him on Twitter today because he's pissed me off. And I tweeted at him so many times. He used to be a Knicks fan. He switched to Brooklyn. He's like, oh, the Brooklyn, I like what they got. I'm switching to a Brooklyn fan. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You do that shit.
I tweeted at him like 50 times, like, bro, don't talk about the Knicks. You're no longer a Knicks fan. I forget who it is. Corey probably knows. I know his face, but I forget his name.
He said Joey revoked his membership.
What?
You kicked him out of the Knicks club.
Well, he fucking made that decision on his own.
And
then
you drove the point home.
Oh, I bashed him. I must have tweeted at him like 10 times just saying, like, bro, don't worry about the Knicks. You're no longer a fan. Screw you. You like, what kind of fan switches when the Knicks are bad? Like, I get it. The Knicks have been bad really long, but you're going to switch now? I mean, might as well fucking hold it out.
Yeah, really.
I mean, well, now he switches once Brooklyn gets good. Like, that was just rolled me the wrong way.
Anything live, Twatty, that you see college basketball wise, Joe?
Not really. Ole Miss there's only like 4 games right now. Ole Miss is spanking Auburn, Baylor spanking Oklahoma, Michigan spanking Minnesota, and then the only close game is Duke, Boston College. Then we have 2 games still yet to start. Air Force, Boise.
Yeah, I hope we don't get game scripted here in this Oklahoma Baylor, because if they blow their doors off, they're going to probably just sit people. I mean, we should get where we need to be, provided they don't kill them, blow them out, which is possible. That could be another slap in the face. So we'll see.
JC Kenny's question about placing a future bet on a team to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, we could look at the odds. See what we got. Do you see the score this late, this Clippers game?
No, what is it?
4-4 with 6 minutes left in the first. Kansas City is plus 220 to win the Super Bowl. That's too low. Green Bay plus 480. That's worth a bet. Bills plus 700. That's worth a bet. I don't like the Saints at 7.5 to 1. I don't like Tampa at 10 to 1. I really don't like Baltimore either, even though it's 12 to 1. I would say if you're looking for two long shots, the Titans at 31 to 1, the Colts at 41 to 1.
What's Seattle at?
13 to 1.
Seems about right, given that the way that team's been playing, huh?
Yeah. I would say, like, I would probably throw a unit on Green Bay at 5 to 1. I would throw a unit on the Bills at 7 to 1. And then I would throw 2 half-unit shots or quarter-unit shots on Tennessee at 31 to 1 and the Colts at 41 to 1. I just can't bet the Chiefs. That's too low. There are a lot of good teams. Green Bay could beat the Chiefs. The Bills, on their best day, could beat the Chiefs. I'm definitely going to bet Green Bay. I really like them, man. I think, how do you not pencil Green Bay into the Super Bowl? All those teams are going to Lambeau. Good luck beating Rodgers there with the year he's having.
Yeah.
True.
Good. I mean, good fucking luck. This will be the first year that Green Bay, since Rodgers has been there, I think, that they'll have the number 1 seed and home field throughout at Lambeau until they get to the Super Bowl. I'm definitely betting Green Bay. I'm doing that right now. First, I'm going to see if I can find a better price. Anybody have odds on Green Bay to win the NFC East?
NFC East?
Yeah.
The NFC?
Yeah, sorry, bro. Oh, they have exact results. Green Bay Packers beat the Chiefs 10 to 1. Name the finalists. Kansas City and Green Bay 4.5 to 1.
That's not even worth it.
That's not worth it. I want to see who else they have for Green Bay, though. Bills Packers 12 to 1. Ravens Packers 18-1. Wow, Green Bay's only plus 140.
Oh, Fox is going to the locker room for the Kings. That's bad news for an already bad team.
Oh, FanDuel has plus 175 on the Packers to win the NFC. I like that. Onyx has Green Bay to win the NFC at plus 825. That's a good bet, buddy. That is a good bet.
You just got to keep it. These two teams play each other yet?
Yeah, plus 480 is the best price I see for the Packers to win it all. Plus 175 is the best bet I see. Yeah, I'm betting that. I'm taking the Packers to win the NFC at plus 175 and to win it all at plus 480.
Do you guys see the Bengals are bringing their coach back?
Are they really?
That was unbelievable to me.
Oh, yeah, Corey. I can't wait for that fucking game. After the way that we got spanked in that game, bro, that was one of my 65 losses this year in the NFL. Fuck Tom. Let him go to Lambeau and do it again. Golden State has 8 points in this quarter with 3.5 minutes to play.
And it's not even like it's a fatigue situation. They had a night to rest. I mean,
So Minnesota ends up with 57 points. They're 14 points from covering, and they couldn't have played any worse. I know that 14 points sounds like a lot, but they were 7 of 27 from three-point range. If they just played bad in this game, they cover the 71 team total. If they just play bad.
Is it the first time all year where they were in the 50s to end
Oh
the
my
game?
God, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look them up. I don't think they were in the 60s at all. 99, 88, 72, 76, 85, 90, 65 against Illinois. 92, 90, 102, 81, 71, and 77. So they were in the 60s one time. And this was by far the lowest. Twice, excuse me. By far the lowest. Good for Michigan. Shut them the fuck down, didn't they? Michigan's undefeated. It's crazy. 10-0 in the Big Ten. It's a tough place to play.
I have no idea if Fox is coming back in.
I don't think he is.
So
I wouldn't count on it. I mean, who knows?
do we target any player props from like Buddy Hield or Harrison Barnes?
Looks right now that Bagley's getting the extra usage, but I don't know if I trust him. Halliburton might be the guy to go for since he's running point now.
There you go.
Let's see what we can get him live at.
I don't even see his name on there.
Me either. Man, the NBA is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
No shit.
Spread, you picked one hell of a sport to specialize in.
No, I was saying that on the podcast the other day because tennis just came back, but like so many people will not bet the women's side, and that's like what I specialize on. I'm like, I pick like the two like hardest things to specialize in because so many people just won't bet women's tennis either. They'll bet the men, but not the women. But that was fun last night. That was so the season kicked off for the women last night, and one of my favorite players, the one of the girls I named my cat after, got a win, and it was early enough for me to watch it all. And they're in Abu Dhabi right now. The courts are playing pretty fast, so just another wrinkle and another thing for us to handicap. So the men are playing down in Delray Beach, Florida right now, and in Antalya, which I think is in Turkey as well. But I've been following the women more. But yeah, so it's going to be all sports go here for the next month.
Nice.
As well as NFL, college basketball, NBA, and some tennis.
Let's go, Phoenix.
Yeah, Kenny, they were making fun of me on the podcast because I was like, I'm not betting anything. Like for the first round matches, I'm like, we've never seen where they're playing at Abu Dhabi. They've never had a tournament there before, so we don't know how the courts play. None of these girls or women have played for 4 months. I mean, it's just like pretty much the closest you can get to like playing roulette betting sports as you can get because I don't know how you can find an edge. Now, by Thursday or Friday, I think you can because you'll have some tape. You'll know how each player is playing, and you'll know how the courts play, But it was kind of fun last night to just kind of watch, take notes, and not have any emotions depending on the results.
You want some good news?
Yeah.
Cash the Wake Virginia over.
Let's
There
go.
you go, Twatty.
Put it on the board.
Damon's betting the woman with the most vowels in her middle name. All right.
I feel like I haven't said that in a fucking week. How's Baylor looking, Twatty?
We're under. I mean, who knows? It's still we're probably a 60% dog. They just completely stopped scoring, but we're all right. We need like 28 points in 12 minutes.
Spread, you see the lines on these games tomorrow?
For NBA.
Yeah.
I saw some of them. I was chatting in the Discord with AP just a tad, trying to get some early looks. So let's see. Do you have a Sixers Nets line?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? Because I don't have one.
Brooklyn +2 and 224.
All right, yeah. I mean, nothing stands out to me there right off the bat. Brooklyn looked fantastic without Durant, and I thought the Sixers looked pretty good tonight. I mean, I'm really disappointed they didn't cover for me. I gave that one out in the Discord. They obviously should have, and it just coincided with Harris missing those free throws. But these things happen. I guess on a back, I don't know. Boy, that's a tough one. I'm staying away from that one. I'll just watch that one.
Brooklyn.
You like Brooklyn there?
Yeah, I mean they played. You thought the Sixers would maybe be able to sit some of the starters in the fourth tier, but the Wizards came back and made it a game. So if you look at, I mean, they played almost 35 minutes each at least. What's his name played? The guy that missed the 2 free throws down the stretch played almost 40.
Yeah. And that's tough. It's just one of those things where it's like matchup wise, Embiid, like who are they going to put on him?
True.
Like DeAndre Jordan, like give me a break. Jared Allen's all right, but he's one of the few guys defensively where he's a bad matchup because that's where the size becomes an issue. That will be kind of my worry. And tonight, they got beat up by Beal on the perimeter. I don't know. Brooklyn's wildly different there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I probably lean Philly, but I don't want to get involved in that one right now, especially running like I am. So if you bet Brooklyn, let me know and I'll root for you because I'm not going to have any money on it. Cavaliers, Grizzlies, Jay, do you have a line for that one?
Grizz -4 and 212.5.
All right. So for this one, to make a great play, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow and see who's all playing for the Cavaliers. I think there could be value in the Cavaliers, but they've been such a mash unit today, and we saw Sexton go down. I would probably wait on that. If Cavaliers are pretty close to full strength and Sexton's going to come back good, I'd probably like Cleveland there. Otherwise, I think it's a stay away. And then T-Wolves, Blazers. I like the over there. I'm not going to touch the side. But
you got a Nuggets line over there?
Yeah, that's -3.5, and that was one of the ones I talked to AP about. I sent him a message right when it dropped because I like Nuggets, and I was thinking about hitting it right away. But he made a good point with how well Luka's been playing lately. So I lean Nuggets there, but I didn't bet it. So AP is going to do some work and get back to me before we play that. So for all the RunPure subscribers, check the Discord, and him and I will be going back and forth because regardless on whether or not you have action on it, right? That's the game to watch. I mean, you got Luka, you got Jokic. I think it's Serbian Christmas tomorrow. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I mean, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I lean Denver there, and I don't know what to make of the total. Denver overs are always good, though, so that's probably where I'd lean. And then what do you have for Spurs Lakers? He's like +8 again?
7 and a hook.
So the Spurs beat them straight up last night. These games have zigzagged, though, so I'd probably take the Lakers and lay it.
Well, the Spurs played the Clippers last night.
Oh, that's who they beat? So this is, oh, you're right. And then Lakers beat Memphis, but
Lakers played Memphis, correct.
But the Spurs won straight up.
Yes.
As a 8-point dog, or it might have been even 9 or 10. So, my mistake. Oh gosh. I still probably like I still probably like the Lakers there. I took the Spurs +5 a week ago, and it wasn't even close in that matchup.
Yeah, the Lakers were covering that game too. I don't know if you watched the end of that game, but they had like 4 turnovers in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, but Memphis played pretty well the whole game, right? That would have been like the opposite of a backdoor cover, right? Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, Memphis was covering for like 45 of the minutes, right?
Yeah,
Even though
absolutely.
the
We're
Lakers
in the
did
game
pull
the
away
whole
right at
time.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was saying it in a different chat yesterday. Yesterday seemed like a day where you just grab those huge money lines, and if 1 or 2 cash, you could just squeeze out a little profit there.
Yeah.
And 2 of them ended up getting home.
I mean, how many dogs hit tonight? At least 3 already.
Yeah, but they weren't huge dogs like that. I mean, these were 10-point dogs.
Thunder 8.5. Knicks 7.5. 8.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So what would those be? Probably about +300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hornets 6.5. So I mean, obviously not as big, but
Well, Fox is on the bench, so that's a good sign for the Kings. So we talked about that match on the pod pretty in depth. My co-hosts both liked Garbine there, but I didn't want to even get close to that. Garbine's very inconsistent, and I think I rate Kiki higher than most. I don't like that. I like some of the other ones, like the one you mentioned earlier, where you're fading the girl Lucrezia, which is a great name in that show, The Borgias. If you guys have ever watched that, but yeah, no, I wouldn't lay that personally, but I think my podcast partners might. Hey Jay, did you watch that House of Cards I told you about?
I
British
did
one?
not
Okay.
yet, but I will.
Cool. Kim Kleister's winning it all. I don't think she's playing. Is she playing that Australian Open? I'm not sure.
I even did a $5 head-to-head, and I'm gonna fucking lose that.
Yeah, I like the Rybakina play much better just because, number one, Rybakina's, we don't know consistency of anyone, but Rybakina seems to be a lot more consistent to me. But yeah, go for it. I wouldn't take Kiki +5 either, but that game just seems like it could be all over the place. Did you see the article about everything that Garbine did in the off season? I don't know how much she really worked on her tennis, but she had a great vacation. G-Sauce wants to know who your baseball team is. Pirates, right, Swati?
Yeah. They're going to be really bad at baseball again.
Do you guys even have an official season announcement yet?
What do you mean?
Like, have they announced when spring training is?
Oh, I haven't heard.
Yeah, I heard they haven't either. I heard they're still.
They haven't announced it.
Yep, Wake Forest covered. That's one that we didn't put on the board, but I gave out to the chat.
Am I teasing the Saints in Alabama? No chance.
Who is that?
Viral. What are your guys' thoughts on that game? I'm not really up on college. Are you guys? Has anyone made a play for that game yet?
Sweat out Baylor.
I have not. No.
What's the line at right now? Is it still 7?
Line right now is 8.5.
Wow. Are you TTP in it, Joey?
Yeah, if I was forced, that's what I'm doing. But I don't know. I don't really. I'm not fully versed on college football, so
Yeah.
I don't want to give a pick without knowing what I'm talking about.
You would think there'll be a shit ton of points. I mean, they set the total at 74.5.
I do know Alabama first half has been a moneymaker, though.
Whatever Devontae Smith props are, give me the over. I don't even care.
Heisman winner, DeMonte Smith. That was a casher for you, right, Jay?
Yeah, mine. Yeah, I laid 1,700 to pick up the dime right before, like the morning of. He was minus 830.
Yeah. Those informational bets are the best. Hey, Cheese wants to call in. You want to flash the number here? We're taking a call tonight.
Oh boy,
Jeez, he wants to buy out again.
Cheese.
Oh no, he's talking smack. And
if you're calling me to offer me a fucking buyout, bro.
Bobby, I like Heather Watson, bro.
Oh yeah, she's a cute one. Not the best player, however.
No, no, yeah,
Have you seen Camilla Giorgi, the little Italian?
Yeah.
Have you seen her Instagram the past couple weeks? She's been
No.
going like full on lingerie shots and everything.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of shit for it too.
I don't know why. Like, who cares?
I know. Doesn't make any sense at all.
How do you spell her name?
Last name Giorgi.
Giorgi.
Yeah, she's a cutie too. Kalinskaya. Yeah, she used to date Kyrgios.
Yeah, she's trying too hard. She's got no butt. I'm good.
She's got no butt.
Doesn't do it for me.
I love it.
Arbine Mazaruga.
Muguruza. Yeah, tell me if you like her. I definitely think she's a good looking.
She's all right.
Here we go.
Cheese. On demand.
What can we do for you, Cheese?
What's up? I just woke up.
Just woke up.
I just ordered fucking 2 calzones.
Yeah, you did.
So how about the Bills practice squad putting up 50 points? How about that?
Listen, Cheese. I might take the Bills at 7-1 to win it all as a hedge against you.
But you might also take
I would
Indy plus
recommend
7.
any hedge measure that you can take.
Give me a final score this Saturday, Cheese.
I'm going to say Bills 34, Colts the exact number. We'll say Bills 34, Colts 24, so we can get JJ's team total over.
Yeah, and then it goes over 51, which I love.
There you go.
Over 337 passing
made your
yards for
day.
Josh
Love
Allen.
that.
What are you betting, Cheese? Is he going to get over 337 yards?
If we're putting up 34 points, of course you don't win the ball.
Oh, good point.
I'll tell you what, Cheese. They are
At the end of the game, maybe we can let Matt Barkley come in and throw a couple more 50-yard touchdowns to our 4-string wide receivers.
They are a very, very good football team. The problem is the defense is a major liability.
I don't think it's a major liability anymore.
What happened?
I don't think it's a major liability. Oh, that's not the thing. That's not what I would call it.
Did Bruce Smith come out of retirement?
Great. No, it's not a major liability anymore. They're the 4th most efficient defense over the past 9 weeks.
Yeah, Kenny. That girl's hot. The one you just sent.
What's her name?
Oh,
Anna
Kalinskaya.
Kaliskaya. Yeah,
Kalinskaya,
she's
yeah.
been my favorite out of the names mentioned so far. Sorry, Cheese.
So let me ask you this. Say the Bills win by at least 7 against the Colts, and then whoever they play in the second round, they win by 7 again, and now we see the Chiefs. And what's the line here? I think the line's a little bit different from when we made the bet at this point.
I mean, obviously, it depends on Kansas City looks too, though. If Kansas City wins by 20 in both theirs, the line stays the same. But you're right. If the Bills are covering and Kansas City's squeaking it out, you could get a little adjustment in your favorite.
What's the Bills Chiefs money line? What do we say today?
What do I think it will be?
What would you put it at today if they play tomorrow?
Minus $2.
Yeah, plus
Minus
180.
$2?
Come back.
Yeah, minus $2.
I would pawn all of my possessions and
Don't
then
do that.
go put it
Don't
on
do
the
that.
Bills plus
Don't
200
do
money
that.
line.
Hold on. Last time you pawned your possessions, you gave out a college basketball play. They almost lost straight up.
Who? What play is this?
You put it in Discord. I forget what it was,
What play was it?
maybe Arizona.
I don't know what you're talking
Cheese.
about. Tell me the record.
Cheese. I think that the Bills will be like plus 180 on the money line. That if I was setting the line, I would make it like Chiefs minus 210, straddle, Bills plus 180. That's probably what I would put it at.
What would the spread be?
Off that, probably what, 5?
4.5, 5, yeah.
Oh, I have a. You're a Jets fan, correct?
Unfortunately,
I made a bet. I coached football with the head coach. I bet him for $100. I said the Jets will not be taking a quarterback at number 2. What do you think about that?
I think you're about to lose $100.
Thank you. You don't think they trade? You don't think they trade the pick?
No, I think we're taking probably Fields. That's my guess. So you coach a football team? What'd they go 0-12?
Whoa. Settle down. I am not the
Joe,
head
what?
guy here.
Joe, let's take bets right now on the final record for Cheese's football team. Like, do you think they went over 500, Joe?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think they were 7-5.
Cheese is probably a good coach.
I think it's a good
New York high school football. We only play 7 regular season games.
All right,
Went
so
4-3.
yeah, 3-4, I'll say.
I'll say 5-2.
3. Well, we were 5-1 or 6-1. Sorry, and this year we were actually projected to win the section if we would have played, but now we're going to play in March, and we're still going to go in the section. So what do you think about that?
Okay,
Look at you,
Cheese.
Cheese McDermott.
Okay,
I love it.
Cheese.
Cheese McDermott up in the chat. I'll take that.
Now, when you say that you coach football, what does that mean? You're like the water boy?
The
It's the
D-line
O-line
coach.
Oh, D-line? I thought you'd be O-line. I knew you were a
I
line
like
coach.
D-line better than O-line. I assist with the O-line.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right, Cheese.
What else you want to
I'll
say?
tell you what, I don't think I could block Cheese.
What can hear my would you like give me your opinion on the calzones that I ordered?
How big were they? Were they 2 large ones?
No, just two 1 pound calzones.
1 pound? All right, so what are they stuffed with? What was the meat of choice?
Well, I'm gonna eat one tonight. I'm gonna eat one at like 7 in the morning.
7 a.m. You're going for a calzone, huh?
Yeah, calzones is all day food.
Holy Christ! All right,
We
what's
got
in?
one.
What do you got?
We got the one.
What do you got in there?
We got one specialty. We got a full froggy. Went with a mac and cheese calzone.
Oh, that's disgusting. Are you? I should hang up.
Another Italian person that I ordered a mac and cheese calzone, and they had the exact same reaction.
I should hang up right now. A mac and cheese calzone, bro?
Yeah, they got like fucking 50 different calzones at this place.
Yeah, I don't know if I would eat that.
I don't know how the fuck they're in business selling that.
And then I got one, it's like pepperoni, sausage, ham, salami.
All right, now we're talking. You got a meat lover's calzone. Now, all right, we're here. We're here for that.
Well, I wanted to get a mac and cheese one and add chicken, but there was no option to add chicken.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. A mac and cheese calzone, Joe?
Yeah, it's gonna be fire.
I mean, I honestly don't even know what.
So hold on. The mac and cheese one you're eating tonight or tomorrow for breakfast?
I'm gonna eat. I want to try the mac and cheese one, so I think I'll eat that one tonight.
So you're telling me that you got a mac and cheese calzone and a meat lover and a meat lover's calzone, and you're going in for the mac and cheese first?
Well, I want to try the mac and cheese. Yeah.
Oh my God! You don't even deserve to eat the second one. Throw it in the fucking garbage.
What else is in the mac and cheese one?
What else is in the what one?
The mac and cheese one. What else is in there?
It said mac and cheese, salt and pepper.
That's it?
That's it? Joe.
That's why I wanted
Joe.
It's a 1 pound mac and cheese.
Joe.
Calzone.
So you're telling me that you're going for the 7 a.m. meat lovers?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing at 7 a.m.
Ham's a breakfast food.
Okay. All right.
I love that. Let's throw that on a shirt.
Ham's a breakfast food.
Said so matter of factly too. I love it.
Okay. All right. You are a fucking strange duck, bro.
Just don't worry about it.
I don't even know how that could taste good.
I'm gonna give you a full review in the chat when it gets here.
A mac and cheese calzone. We'll be fucking long gone.
Maybe I can record a video of me taking the first couple bites.
Yeah. Can you please? What I need you to do is
I'll give you a food review.
So it shows up on my notifications.
Listen, when it comes, I need you to cut it right down the middle. Split.
It comes cut down the middle.
What kind of calzone comes cut? Where are you ordering from?
It's called Buffalo Calzone. They got like fucking 50 different flavors.
Bro, calzones don't come cut, all right, cuz?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking sorry, Mr. fucking New Jersey Italian.
I mean, bro, if a calzone came cut, all this shit will come out. You can't cut a calzone.
Yeah, I've never had a cut.
I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
All right, so when it comes, I need you to take a video of that first bite, and then I need you to add it to everybody in the Discord.
Yeah, I'll do that. It should be here in probably like 15 minutes or less.
God bless you, bro. Enjoy that 7 a.m. meat lovers.
I will. Thank you.
Goodbye, cheese.
All right, see you later.
All right, cheese.
Fucking cheese. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Kenny said, "Are you sure this is a calzone?"
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Buffalo Calzone is a great name for a place. Like, that's a good name. Google Voice just asked me, how was the quality of the phone call? I want to say horrific.
All right, Baylor's done. It's dead. Game script again, of course. They literally had a 15-point lead, didn't try to score for the last 8 fucking minutes.
Would they finish with how many?
74 with a minute left. So
Yeah, you're right, Bobby. His name is Cheese Delgado. Guy orders a mac and cheese calzone.
Jeez, I love
let's
it.
see where this ranks for them.
No, Kenny. No.
What? First of all, what a great name that is. Like, you know, his name's not Cheese. He decided to call himself Cheese.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah, you do. I respect it.
So Jay, just to vent.
Yes.
112, 86, 82, 83, 100, 99, 93, 105, and 76. So your lowest. 4 fucking teams in a row in the last week have done that.
Sometimes the obvious call is not the obvious call.
This is at 76. I don't even know. Yeah, 76.
All right, we're looking good with these Suns, though, spread.
It's good. We need it.
Yeah, but the way my year's going, I'm not saying anything till it's the final tip. They're in the locker room.
Let's get this first
coach interviews, then I might celebrate.
Let's get this first dub of the year for spread.
Cheese Delgado said, I played center on the O-line. It got cheesy for the quarterback sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable.
That's how I got the nickname.
I love it. I love it.
And of course, Creighton's going to almost score 100 tonight. First
And
time we're
venting.
off of them.
He's still venting right now. Yeah, did you at least bet Creighton personal?
Creighton at home we bet all year. Till tonight. And they're winning by 38 points. 84 to 46. Oh, I need a beer. Actually, I need more than that.
Corey wants to know what kind of cheese that was. Cheese, was it from under cheese? What kind was it?
What do you got in the house, Twade? Is it a Hennessy type of night?
No, I'll have to go downtown for what I want.
He's going downtown. I love it.
And what do you want that you have to go downtown for?
Nothing. I'm just fucking around.
You got bars open yet in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Well, at least you don't got to go to fucking West Virginia now. What about the casinos? Are they open, Twatty?
I don't know. I actually haven't been there since this whole thing. Been going down. I think they're open, but I think like the bar, you can't drink there, or the bars may be closed or something.
Does Uber deliver hugs? I'll order Twatty one. That's pretty
Very
funny.
thoughtful of you, G-Sauce.
That's pretty funny. 75 lineups. 51 of them had Fox. That's tough, Eddie.
I bet you
Jesus.
Joey's got a guy that can make a phone call that you'll get a Uber escorts.
Yeah. We can make it happen.
Yeah. He's got a guy for that.
I think you want a girl, though. But
Yeah, the guy will send the girl, right?
yeah.
Are we done here so I can go pout and be a little bitch?
Yeah.
I don't really have much more live. Chicago at plus 210 would be the only thing I would consider. I'm just worried they're tiring out. That's the only reason I didn't give it out.
And we're still on the Clippers. Right now, live line on the Clippers is 6.5.
Yeah, so of the 3 games left, everyone, if you really want action, I would say the plus 225. But remember, like that's on saying that they only have to win, 33% of the time to be profitable. And then we have the Clippers and the Suns for action for what's left on the board.
You think the Bulls are live to get it done?
If they didn't play such a tough game last night, I would, because with Fox out and him not returning, that's a huge advantage at point guard. there for the Bulls. I'm just worried that, even though it's only a 4-point game right now, that the legs get tired because they played a tough game against Portland last night. But probably, I think there is value there. It's up to plus 295 right now. So I mean, if you get plus 300 or more, I think there's a tad bit of value, but I don't love it.
All right, boys, we're out. We'll see you back on Saturday. All weekend, we got the NFL playoffs. Going to be a fun time. No show Thursday. No live betting show Friday. Twatty and Joey will try to get something for college basketball going, and then Joey will have a UFC fighter on. But until then, we will see you guys on Saturday. So we're out.
Peace, boys.